sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Here we go, guys.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Ince.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
I light a candle, I pour the vino. I am the love fruit, the avocado. I do a sexy dance, then I rub your back. I'm the ripple skinned aphrodisiac. I know Spanish, cause I'm from Mexico. Hey mamacita, donde español? That's the Spanish word for bathroom, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I look sexy on a cutting board. But don't bruise me, cause I'm the love fruit.
An avocado.
I'm from Mexico.
An avocado.
Green and sexy girl.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an aphrodisiac.
An avocado.
I am a greenish black.
An avocado.
A tasty dip, in fact.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an avocado. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh. Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
If you are at a point where you fucking hate being around people, and the thought of being in the company of human beings makes you sick and want to throw up, that is your body and soul's way of telling you it is time to detox yourself from energy-draining motherfuckers. Sometimes being alone and fasting from people is the answer to your mental health problems. So tell everybody to fuck off and take some time for yourself. That is all.
Give your life to Jesus and stop dreaming about penis. You got to pray the gay away, yeah, pray the gay away. Give your...
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
And that's what you're watching, folks. It's Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Thursday. Where am I at? This is The Vibe. Hey, how you doing, everybody? I'm messing with a little kind of the layout situation here on The Vibe. How's everybody doing today on this lovely Thursday? It is BF Live, The Vibe Stream Show 279, making our way to 280 shows. How's everybody doing? What's good in the stream show hood? Are you ready to hang out with me for the next 3 hours? Come on, folks. You know what time it is. Let me get the little work whistle for you. For those that don't know, I'll let you know that it is high noon, where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. And this is BF Live, The Vibe. This is 3 hours we do Monday through Friday of positive vibes and hanging out with the chat family. I see there's a lot of you in the chat already. I see some pretty colors from super chats. I have a little modest goal today. Might have some new bells and whistles popping up on the show for new members and super chats and stuff, some new Streamlabs stuff. So fingers crossed, let's see if it works. Maybe let's see if I can get Scott to come in on this next one, because something happened right before noon, right before I signed on. Everything that I had like all lined up and ready to go, I walk away to go out and say a little pre-show prayer and like a little partake in a little one token, all that stuff. I come back in and everything's gone. So let's get the show back on course and let's get it going by bringing in my bro, you know. He's my friend. He's yours. Let me remove this from backstage and let me see if I didn't mess with the editing so much that I can't get him in here. He's my friend. He's yours. He is the prop master. He's Scott Fitzpatrick. There he is. Come on, bro. Booyah, buddy. What's up?
Not too much. Not too much. How's it going?
It's going good, man. Like I said, I was just having these pre-show gremlins trying to get the show going, man. Like I said, I'm sitting here for hours before the show starts, prepping and doing all kind of stuff. And I literally go outside before the show and take a little breather and whatever, and take a little breather, if you know what I mean. And come back in and everything's off. So I come back in and I'm recovering and all, but I'm doing good. It's Thursday and we're hanging out. What's good today, man?
It's a little bit similar to yesterday before the Lunatic Lounge show. I got backstage early and I had 5 minutes before showtime. And I thought, I'm going to sneak out, go outside, smoke a cigarette real quick.
Sure.
So I didn't take a jacket or nothing because I was just going to step out real quick. And
I
set my camera up and everything. And I went outside and a tornado sirens went off. It started raining and took a couple puffs, went to go back in the house and I was locked outside.
Oh, damn, done that one. Yeah, there's I did that to myself like a couple months ago where I had to like kind of find our outdoor key, Scott, and I've never had to find our outdoor key. And like my wife was gone, all the kids were gone, and I did a thing like you did. I did a step out the door and I did like at a reflex, I kind of turned the lock on the knob. And I was like, oh, shit. So then I had to find like our hidden key out here. And I haven't had to do that probably the whole time we lived here, buddy. I blame weed. I blame weed.
And then Stormy, she was inside, but I was pretty sure that her and her husband had already laid down. I was pretty sure. And he works in, just about every day of the week. And I didn't want to wake him up. So I thought, I'm going to sit here for the long haul.
Right.
I didn't want to bother him. And,
I get it. So you're outside like in the Colby of it because you're trying to be, you're like, hey, Stormy, Stormy, your dad's outside. Fuck. I told him I'm trying to get some fucking sleep.
Right, I didn't want to be that guy.
There you go. Where's Scott?
But I got lucky and Stormy was watching the show. And so when the show started, I wasn't on camera, but they could hear the thunder and stuff outside. And
wow.
They put together that I was locked outside. So yeah, that's how I got in.
So a good thing for podcasting, you didn't have to disturb her or ring the bell, but luckily she was tuned in, interested enough to tune in to see that you were locked outside.
Yeah,
there you go. That's awesome. Well, we'll have to see if Bobby Nick joins us. That boy, he is on every damn show up at all hours of the night, and then I'm sure he'll turn it around, and he'll be here at some point on the 3 hours that we're going to hang out, but I'm certainly happy to have you hanging out with us, Scott. So that's cool.
Right on.
And we were talking about Tammy. You're always throwing the Tammy stuff in there. I was even like I'm always doing research and kind of studying up. I'm always trying to find, educate myself about this stuff. And I was reading about the algorithm and about, you said you fell out of the algorithm. And the video I read said that it's not so odd every now and then that happens to people, Scott.
Man, I mean, it is dried up for me. It is dried
and this is with people with far more subscribers than us. And one of the things they recommended was if you notice one ain't hitting, they said just take it down, take it out, and put it up and tweak it with some different content or different hashtags or something like that, and try to rework it. But they said it is, so it's not anything that you're doing. Is kind of what I'm letting you know.
Right. I sure hope it comes back.
But it is, I know, because, right, it's disappointing, isn't it? Because you're like, man, I finally got something. I caught a little fire here, and it's exciting. And I know you were putting out one after the other, and you were like, yeah, I got 400 on this and 500, and I got 1,000 on this one. And so you went from all that action to like nothing.
Right. And see, as much as I like to watch Tammy, I'm not sure I'd watch it as much if I didn't have all this clipping stuff going on, and which I enjoy it. But
yeah, I can tell.
But whenever you make the clips and there's no one going to watch it, it starts to get, what are you doing it for? And it starts losing its
There's appeal, if you will.
Yeah, appeal.
It's appeal, if you will. Absolutely. But I must say, you got me more interested in her than I thought that I would be, because I mean, we're always looking for like interesting people. I know you certainly are. And then now one of these videos we show you, it got a little emotional, but we'll wait till after the chat family check-in and talk about that, because shit's getting real now with Tammy. On our last visit down Tammy's hole, Scott's hole with Tammy, whatever we're calling this, is that she had a little wellness check by a police officer the other day, and that kind of went only so, but now it's gone from that to her kind of being emotional about things. So we're going to get into, when we fall down Scott and Tammy's hole later on, we're going to find out what Tammy's all emotional about. But Scott, I am so glad that you're here with me today. So let's see, hopefully I got all the bugs and gremlins out of the way. I'm even trying some new Streamlabs elements for when people give me a super chat or member up or re-up. There's 3 or 4 different ones. So we'll have to see if I got any of that working right. But it's about that time, my friend, not to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme. We'll do that all day, but it's about time to get the chat family check-in going. So I'm going to go to the media assets. I'm going to put the goggles on, as I always say, and everybody's going to let me know what they're up to. You're going to be hanging out with me and Scott for the next 3 hours today. This is Thursday. This is my first of 2 shows today, because I'll be hanging out with you 10 p.m. tonight on Replayables, drinking, smoking, laughing, joking, and watching fun videos. So this is just the beginning of a fun day, folks. This is the opening chat family check-in for the Vibe BF Live stream show 279. It's Thursday. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what we do. They talk amongst themselves. You talk with me and Scott and Bobby Nick when he shows up. And a vibe is created right here every day, Monday through Friday. So let's go check out our enthusiastic friends. This is my family we're going to check in with. Here we go. It's Pecan. And he says, Oguni Gugu, you begonias, unga bunga, what do you gano, to BF Chang. What do you gano, my friend Pecan? Checking in number 1. What do you gano? Thank you, my enthusiastic friend Pecan. And I really like this pattern that you're on lately, my friend. As 20 of you check in for positive vibes, this is the midday hang. This is BF Live and Scott hanging out on the vibe. Pecan, there. Yes, we got Scott.
He was talking to Pecan there. You didn't happen to see his, I guess it's one of his newest wrestling videos we watched on No Filter last night was Andrew against Shuley.
I did not see that. Last time I passed by his page, I want to say that I saw like Uncle Jack against somebody match, and he was like a guest referee or something. I kind of passed by it real quick. But if you're wondering what Scott is talking about, our great friend Pecan made the WWE intro that you saw in the beginning of this show for BF Live. He made me my own intro. He makes all these great wrestling videos incorporating all the people in our universe. So go to Pecan 420 right here on YouTube, and you can see what Scott's talking about. And thank you, Pecan, because he says, oh shit, we're doing it, we're having it, tick out. He knows it's Thursday, and he knows that we're just beginning. And at 10 o'clock tonight, I'll be hanging out with
Chris fucking Abel?
Yes, Kevin, Chris fucking Abel's at 10 o'clock tonight watching videos and having fun. Space Nerd says, oh, well, look at that. What does it say? It says, the Reverend Wild Bill look at it. It works, Scott. It worked.
Oh, I seen it.
I got a super chat from the Reverend Wild Bill. There you go. That's one of my Streamlabs elements. Wow, that is awesome. We're going to get to that. So there you go. There's some new bells and whistles, Scott. How about that, buddy?
Man. Yeah, cool.
Fancy pants. I got ones if you member up. If you this is super chats, member up, all kinds of stuff. Let's see, Pecan gets the shout out love from Space Nerd. Nerd gets the nerd call from Pecan. Buckshot Kid checks in. Hey, buddy.
When in Rome?
Whoop, not when in Rome. This one. That was Chris Abel saying when in Rome. What did you say, Chris? What was that? He says,
when in Rome.
Sometimes you forget what you have on here. I got Chris saying,
when in Rome.
When in Rome.
White tendencies.
White tendencies. There you go. Okay, hey, Buckshot Kid, how you doing? Buckshot Kid, hello from Pecan. Buck Shirt Curd, good to see you from Space Nerd. Let's do this. She's dancing. She's having at 11:30, half hour before the show even began. Spawn, a quick hello, and how the hell is everyone? Enjoy this spring weather. How's the weather your way, Scott, today? What's the Monday weather report or the Thursday weather report?
It's a little bit of a hangover from some tornado warnings last night, so everything's kind of sticks laying all over the place. But temperature-wise, it feels pretty good. It's probably about 70 degrees.
Very good. Yes, the weather is good. Although, like I said, weather was great. We had some great blessing of weather for the baseball game the other day. We dipped, but we're going back up. It's that time of the year where it's going to be kind of up and down. I saw what they say: you drive to work in the morning with the heat on, and you come home with nothing, with the windows open in the afternoon. So that time of year, Scott, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Pecan shouts out Spawn with the Hoya. FJM says, good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon, FJM. Oh, shit. That means we're having it. We're doing it. Shout out to all the chat family jumping in. If there's any new people in here, after the opening chat family check-in, I'm going to slide over to my news desk and read a few news stories that we will discuss at length with the BF Live The Vibe Not So Serious News coming up after this chat family check-in. Hoya everyone from the Reverend Wild Bill checking in from the ATL. Pecan says good afternoon to FJM. The Reverend Wild Bill, gano. Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from Pecan. Gano, Reverend Wild Bill from Space Nerd. Space Nerd says hello to Spawn. The Reverend Wild Bill, Pecan, Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill shouts out FJM, the calcified kid with the Hoya. Wait, Hoya spawns the Space Nerd. Giggles the Bald Beaver, a fun new name. Is seen in the chat, Hoya, my friend. Well, welcome, and to that I say Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
And the fun continues. We're going to, like I said, we're going to do Vibe Not So Serious News. I got a couple of videos from We're Going to Fall Down Tammy's Hole with Scott. And then I got some videos, even some people send in, maybe a couple too, for Scott and all. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Articles and fun shit. Sad day, says FGM. Mom's lung cancer is back. Cancer. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend, FJM. My father-in-law had to deal with that before he died. And I know they have some great stuff that's non-radiation that maybe like some Keytruda is what he ended up getting. So non-radiation treatments. I hope that, and he had similar things. So I hope they can do something not too intense to help her. Giggles, the Bald Beaver, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. FJM gets the shout out love from Pecan. Giggles, Hoya from Pecan. Space Nerd says, let's fucking go, Hoya. Hoya, BF, thank you. Let's fuck LFG. That means let's fucking go. Waver checks in and says, hey, BF Bobby, how you doing? Love my great enthusiastic chat family checking in on a Thursday. Waver gets the love from Pecan. Pecan, oh, the avocados. Did you notice the sexy avocado bit from Terry Nee in the liftoff reel?
Yeah, I've seen that. I figured it was probably Terry Nee. Yeah.
That has Terry Nee's fingerprints all over it. Other things that have his fingerprints all over it is the Terry's knowledge break. We'll get to one or a few of those later on. I have a couple of those stacked up. You also might have noticed that one of the new Streamlabs elements has like the dancing avocado. I don't know if it was the super chat, but it might be the members one. But whatever, there's a dancing avocado for one of them, so we'll have to see how that goes as the show goes on. Terry Nee throwing out the avocado love. That was your video in there. Terry Nee, you're getting the love from Pecan. Terry Nee, happy birthday from the Reverend Wild Bill. Submit to the avocado, Bobby Nick, says Terry Nee. Salute Waver gives to Pecan. Thank you, let's party. Come on, let's go. Thank you, Drive-Thru. Thank you. Let's party. That's right, Terry Nee. I imagine you'll be hanging out with us tonight, Scott. We try to end the show like it gets to be, we do it from 10 to midnight or so. And once it gets past midnight, I kind of start losing Chris a little bit. And so these guys like Brutal Pain and Terry Nee will keep throwing out $1, $2, $5 Rumble rants or whatever and just extend the show. And I can hear them like giggling on the other end of the, as they're doing it on their key. Let me keep the show going on. So that's what's going to be going down tonight. 10 o'clock East. We start out on both, on Replayables, on YouTube, and on Rumble, on 100 Proof Podcasting. And then after a half hour, we switch it to Rumble exclusive, and it's been so much fun. I'm getting my little DJ vibes back and all. As a matter of fact, people enjoy the DJ stuff so much that I said part of the goal today is, if you can help me out with some super chats, is if I can make the goal today, I'll do a Rumble exclusive kind of a DJ show. Because I could just... Scott, there's a couple times where Chris is out smoking his cigarettes like he likes to do. Right. And now I'm playing like the rock and roll and shit, and I'm having fun. I'm like, Chris, you can go keep smoking the cigarettes. So yeah. I think I need to do me a music show over there on the Rumble.
Right.
There you go. Rather than just take over Replayables. So we'll have fun with that. Maybe we'll extend Replayables. I'll definitely do a music only show. We had a lot of fun talking about that Santana and all that stuff the other day. Let's see. There's the 100 Proof Podcasting link for Rumble tonight. That's where we're going to be at 10 o'clock East when we have fun later. I won't wear women's clothes anymore. I will not carry a purse. I will not wear it. I will only love a woman. FJM shouts out the love, prayers, and good blessings for that, FJM. Let's fucking do this. Says Two Joints, my enthusiastic friend. I saw that there was no live Perry last night, Scott, but there was a bit of a, they're always throwing a premiere on like every night, even when Perry's not on, they throw like an old show out there. So if you ever want to catch up on some old Perry Caravello, even on the non-live nights, there's always something on. Two Joints, Goonie Goo Goo from Pecan. FJM says, getting my high noon on. Well, come on, let's go. Don't tempt me with a good time, son bitch. There you go. I always tell you. You know I'm always at the ready, Scott. Always at the ready.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm trying to remember the name. I opened up a new bag, but I can't remember the name right now. It's weed flavored weed.
I forgot my name too.
P. Terry, FJM, P. Cunt, not P. Terry, but P. Terry, FJM, Waiver, Reverend Wild Bill gets the love from Two Joints. Two Joints gets the puff puff pass from the Reverend Wild Bill. P. Cunt is having fun with BF Chang emojis. And he does that because he supports me here monthly on the Vibe. We have a lot of fun here on the Vibe with Gimme Beso checking in saying, holy, guacamole, oh my, guacamole, oh my. Holy guacamole, it's Terry Nee's birthday. Absolutely, it's Terry Nee's birthday. So for Terry Nee and anyone and everyone celebrating a birthday this week, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Our bro, the king of all divs, checks in on a Thursday afternoon. Pecan shouts out, gimme Besos. The Reverend Wild Bill says, gimme Besos, Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill also shouts out, king of all divs with the Hoya. G, good morning, Vibers. That's right. Getting the good vibes here from the king of all diffs. Gimme Besos says, hola, everyone. That means hello. Hoya to Two Joints from Waiver. Scott, you're getting a shout out love from the Reverend Wild Bill himself.
Rev.
We'll give it to you. There we go. Scott! There he is, king of all diffs. Hoya from Pecan. Yo, Scott, from your friend Waiver checking in.
Waiver
gets the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Two Joints shouts out me and Scott. Good morning, brother. Good morning, brother. How you doing? Scott Hoya from Pecan. We got yo cunt from King of All Diffs. King of All Diffs getting a salute from Waiver. Waiver shouts out the Reverend Wild Bill with the Hoya. King of All Diffs gets a salute right back from the Reverend. Good to see you, as always, Waiver from the King of All Diffs. Hey from Waiver. Two Joints says, Scott, did the algorithm get sucked up by the tornado?
I lost it before the tornado. I don't know.
I saw, was it Tiff Washington or somebody said in the chat yesterday that Tammy probably stole your algorithm. Maybe she's got it.
She is doing well, man.
There's your boy. There's your boy.
Tiny.
Hashtag the Vibe from the Reverend Wild Bill. Scott has no rhythm. Hashtag BF Live. We got the Bobby Fran hashtags. It loses its luster. We're talking about from FJM. Blocky Fran says the Reverend Wild Bill. Scott went down to Tammy's hole. He was looking for a hole to steal. Here we got Hoya, everyone, from Tiffany, Washington. That's right. We're going to get down that hole. Hope he strapped a 2x4 on so he wouldn't fall in that far. Pecan shouts out Tiffany, Washington with the Hoya, as well as the Reverend Wild Bill. Mikey 2 Mils checking in. He don't want one. He thirsty. What's up, Scott?
No, I was just laughing at your little song you started singing there.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Here we go. Mikey 2 Mils checking in, saying happy birthday to him and more chat morning chat people. How about chat people? How about the party people? We got party people.
Party people. Party people.
Mikey Two Milks, and everybody else celebrating a birthday. We'll do it one more time, Mikey. 'Cause I don't know if you were here. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Get your milk on, Mikey. Happy birthday, brother. Hey, Pecan from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Tiff from the Nerd. Mikey Two Milks, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Tiffany, Washington says, Hoya, H-I-G-H, Wild Bill. Happy birthday, Mikey from Space Nerd. Balls Deep checks in on a Thursday. A little dabble do ya of Balls Deep checking in. As soon as I click on it, there you go. Hey, Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Tiffany, Washington gets the love from King of All Diffs. Balls Deep, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya, Terry, and FJM from Space Nerd. Mikey Two Milks gets the happy birthday love and the milk from Pecan. What are you gonna know, says our friend Space Nerd. Bill from Mikey Two Milks. Hello, King of All Dabblers from Tiffany, Washington. Bill gets the shout out love from Balls Deep. Nerd gets the shout out love from Mikey Two Milks. He shouts out Balls and Tiffany, Washington. Balls Deep gets the love from Pecan. Balls Deep gives the milk out. Balls Deep shouts hello to Pecan. Happy birthday, Mikey from Tiffany, Washington. Balls Deep gets the love from King of All Dabblers. King of All Diffs. Excuse me, I got my diffs all messed up. And here is the one that probably came up earlier. It made the cool noise for our when it did Streamlabs. Reverend Wild Bill, just because $2. Thank you. Your support means everything to continuing the vibe. The Reverend Wild Bill. Is this a start? This is a start studded chat. Yes, it is. And a star-studded one. AKA Mikey Dabbles, AKA Mikey Raider. Is that you? Hey, Waver from Tiffany, Washington. He meant star-studded. Hey, Tiffany, Washington from Waver. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bot. As the King of All Diffs says, Hoya. The Waver says, Hoya. Allison Chains down in a Tammy. Down in Tammy's hole. Feeling so small. Down in her hole. We're going to go down in the hole later on after this chat family check-in. FJM gets the love from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya Two Joints from the Nerd. Good morning all from Two Joints. Hello Two Joints from Tiffany, Washington. Thank you and good morning Two Joints from the Calcified Kid, FJM. Hey FJM from Tiffany, Washington. The King of All Diffs says, everybody please hit the like button on this stream. Let's support the detox of the Dabbleverse. Thank you, BF. Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for acknowledging that. Even Christmas every day would get on your nerves after a while. Let's go. Keep it positive. Space Chief 75 checks in on a Thursday and says, hey, everybody, I'm all over the place today, but we have the vibe on while working. Well, Scott, you know what? I played this yesterday by myself, but it's always a lot more fun with you because you enjoy this as much as I do. And we love supporting bros and setting vibes. And all those things combined. So this is Terry Knees Jam, created for Space Chief 75. You regulars know what it is. Hook him up if you need some art. This is Space Chief 75. As we start to finish up this opening chat family check-in, I see 30 of you in here. After this, I'm going to slide over to the news desk, and we're going to talk about some fun news stories, some not so serious news. We can check the National Day calendar. I have a Bob Levy miserable news history moment. Some Terry Knee knowledge breaks, internet Shyt, Juicy Man Meat, Bricked Up, but hook up Space Chief 75 on Twitter X. These are all original designs. If you need some original artwork done, no AI. You see my Space Chief 75 in the opener. Space Chief 75 on Twitter X. His TeePublic store link is in the chat. We'll make it special art for birthdays, anniversaries, tattoo art. And the missus does some great pet portraits. Get with Space Chief 75. Slide up on his DMs on Twitter X. There we go, a Terry Knee produced jam that sets a vibe and helps a brother out, and that's what we like to do here on the Vibe. Why don't we go back to other screen? This just doing what it wants today, Scott.
I want to listen to that song before every show, man. It pumps me up a little bit.
It does, and I'm glad that I love you then at the set of vibe. Let me see what kind of layouts I can work with here. Oh, I got a 2 here. I got a 3 and a 1. What I got? Oh, I got just me. Got just me again. Things all over the place, Scott. Just doing what it wants today. Put us in. Come on. Oh, big and small. How about that? How about this? Hey, I'll try that one for a while. Let's see if this one works. All right. Hey, Space Chief 75 from Tiffany, Washington. The night bots are running all the bots right there. So there it is right there. That's from my TeePublic merch store. But if you want to see those cool designs and go see the new Space Chief 75 design, you can see it at his merch store by clicking on the link when you see it go by. Tiffany, good day from FJM. Pecan gets the shout out to Space Chief 75. Waver says, I request Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. Thank you, BF. Wait a minute. We're not there yet, but we'll get there. Hey, Tiffany Washington from Space Chief 75. Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill checking in and giving some love to the Rumble feed. Pecan. My stuff's all messed up today. Pecan getting the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Wild Bill's giving Facebook some love too. Hola, people from the Twisted Mind, the leader of Psych Labs. The one and only Psych Clyde, and Mrs. right behind saying, Hoya, everyone. Hey, Psych from Tiffany. Tiff gets the love from Psych. Terry Nee is 167 years old. Says Space Chief, says Space Nerd. Hey, Ding from Tiffany, Washington. I want Scott to sign or I think he meant sing happy birthday, Mr. President. You got to watch it. He might want it the creepy way, Scott. He wants you to sing happy birthday to him. I don't know. Psych's getting the shout out love and the salute from Waver. Psych brother from Two Joints. Hey, Tiff from Ding Dong. Tiffany Washington gives the love to Terry Nee. Waver gets the love from Psych Clyde. Ding gets the love from Space Nerd. Hoya Nerd from Ding Dong. Psych Clyde says Two Joints my man. Waver is laughing. Psych is getting the love from Space Nerd. Hoya Two Joints from Ding Dong. Pecan shouts out Psych Clyde and uses the Psych emojis and Ding Dong. Scott, you're getting the love from Space Chief.
Chief.
Psych Clyde shouts out Pecan and Space Chief 75. Ding Dong shouts out P. Psych Clyde is not only a big supporter of me and has all of his content interwoven through the show, but he supports me by being a monthly member, and he's having fun with the BF Chang emojis. I thank you for your continued support. Psych Clyde. Space Nerd Hoya from Ding Dong. Waver says, that was good. I saw someone put up a side-by-side of Tammy and the werewolf transformation from The Howling. It was uncanny, Scott. Holy shit.
You know, I'm watching shows. I'm starting to see her pop up more and more about people discussing her on other shows and stuff. I'm starting to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with you. I'm like Scott claimed her first. Scott found her first. All you people, you locale searchers, Scott done. This is Scott's love. He found her. He loves Tammy. Happy birthday, Mikey Two Milks from Terry Nee. Space Chief 75 gets a love from the nerd. The spaces count each other out. Space Chief 75 shouts out Psych. Space Chief gives it right back to the nerd. FJM's throwing out the hearts. Stormy checks in and says, I'm out running errands, listening in, sending a pic in Messenger. Y'all may find interesting. It's from my Walmart trip. Says, I love you, Stormy, checking in. Well, I will go to said Messenger. Thank you, Stormy. Be safe out there. Let's go. I'm going to go to the Messenger here. Let's see. Stormy sent the photo. Oh, shit. This is cool. Check this shit out. This is what Stormy is seeing out at the Walmart, you know? Here we go, Scott. Look at this. Look, it's a horse. It's an Amish. On the parking lot, taking up a spot. Right. Like, and it's standing, like, perfectly in the spot, too. Like, it looks like it's staring at the pole. Like, it's like...
I was just hoping a picture of Tammy wasn't going to pop up on their screen.
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, the horse. So there you go. Is that the Amish at the Walmart, I guess, right there, Scott? Wow.
I'd like to know what they're buying. I wonder what they're buying.
That right. Hey, that'd be a good extra report. So I mean, like they got to buy. You know, they got to buy toilet paper, Scott. Yeah. That's a great.
Toilet paper. Well, yeah. Totally follow them around.
Just follow them around. Follow around, and in real life, the Amish people. Just don't let them know they're doing it. Yeah, that's cool. So there you go. Stormy is out there reporting, living life, doing her thing, and that's not the wildest thing you see at a Walmart nowadays, Scott.
No.
What this thing is just putting us back.
It's summertime too, man. Walmart's can be a wild place in the summertime.
Awesome. Yeah, it can be. Well, yeah. Hey, Stormy from Tiffany, Washington. Tiff gets the love from Stormy. Pecan shouts out Stormy with the Hoya. Pecan gets the love right back from Stormy. Let's go. Thanks, boys. Spacey 35. Ding Dong gives the Hoya to Stormy, and Stachunksta checks in and says, Hero of the Skies. How you doing there, Stachunksta? Happy Thursday, my friend. Dog Dad is a good one. Dog Dad. The Dog Dad. P-Cunt from Space Chief 75 getting the love. He loves the music. It's the Chunks to Hoyer from P-Cunt. Widow Killers checking in. Here comes all of our friends. Widow Killer says, P-Cunt, looking forward to the Hell in a Cell match between Wendy and Freddy Krueger tonight. So there you go. Once again, P-Cunt, just like you see it there, 420 right here on YouTube. He has having fun just making up all these matches with just fantasy matches. And this one will be Wendy, you know Wendy from the Howard Stern Show, and Freddy Krueger. Matter of fact, let's touch on a little Wendy right here. And Freddy Krueger, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Richard, this is Freddy Krueger again. I'm gonna come and get you in your sleep, Richard. I'm gonna get you as a pig.
I'm gonna come and get you in your sleep. I mean,
she's a fucking sick cunt, I'll tell you.
There you go. That's our girl. FJM says, and just for the hell of it, FTG, wait a minute. Oh, shit. The king of all diffs. I think there is a Tom Gully Poo emoji, if you remember here on the vibe. King of all diffs, there is so much talent in the Dabbleverse. It sure is, man. I'm happy to feature some of it here. Let's scan through some of these, the chunks to get in a lot. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody that I didn't. Is that the Levy horse? Yes, the Levy horse is parked on the Walmart parking lot. That's Bob Levy. Bob and Gina are shopping for some some underwear or whatever, toilet paper.
Shut the fuck up.
Terry Nee says that the Amish are buying big screen TVs, Scott.
You really got me wondering about the toilet paper now, man. I gotta know.
There's certain things you have to know. There you go. Scott has to know. Stormy says, if I find them, I'll try. I'll try. Well, look who's checking in. He's going to give you the sector report. It's Bones Up. It's Matt. What's up, buddy? Midweek Freaks and War Rack family. Well, if you want to see get a little taste of this War Rack, the white rap group that reads all of their lyrics off the phone, you'll probably have to tune in tonight for Replayables, 100 Proof Podcasting Channel, 10 p.m. East. Matt knows it's going to be there. I think Matt's the one that's saying, Chris, you better not be teasing me about having War Rack as guest on the show. So knowing Chris, he'll come through, Scott.
For real? They're supposed to be on there?
Yeah, he said he told us last week live on the show that he's reached out to him, and there's like a communications going on. Is all I can confirm at this time right now, Scott. But he ended up having the Hoya guy on there, right?
Right.
The guy that we do from Hoya, Steven, the synth pop troubadour. He was actually on Replayable, so I don't put anything past Chris. Hoya, Matt, Base Nerd, anything can happen. Problem Master, you're getting the love from your boy Matt,
brother Matt.
Matt shouting out and getting all the loves back. I just want to make sure I don't acknowledge torture. It's torture. Torture. Well, you know what isn't torture? Let's see, Matt Bones Up from P-Cunt. And with that chat, folks, we're going to wrap up. That is the end of the opening chat family check-in. Now on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we do. We create a vibe here every day, Monday through Friday. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with myself and Scott and Bobby Nick, and vibes are created 3 hours live every day right here. Let's see how it goes today. Aku checks in, our hardworking, injury-prone friend, and says, I found a rapper from Ottawa that dropped a couple of bangers. Like Snow. Yeah, we know who Snow is. Informer. You know, sending me a tone I go bland. I like you boom boom. Never mind. How you doing? Aku checking in. Stay healthy, my friends. Scott, we were just talking about that horse. That's so funny how I love how things come together naturally. Well, somebody sent this is a special video that was sent in just for you, Scott. If I can get my layout to present it for us.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Let's watch this together. Here we go. Oh. Tail moving.
Yeah. Damn.
There you go. That's who it's from.
Damn, nerd. It's pretty funny, though.
That fucking woke him up. Did she get help, Scott? Like, what the hell was that? There you go. That is from your friend, Space Nerd. That was a 30-second horse fart. That was sent compliments of Space Nerd right there. She says, that for you, Scotty, from me. Doesn't that make you feel all warm and fuzzy now?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Aku says, new injuries, by the way. Bruised the first 3 fingers trying to bend the top of a car door back in. Well, they make tools for that, so you don't have to use your fingers. The block slipped, and I basically slammed both hands in the door. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Jesus. P. Cunt was laughing at the fart video. Space Nerd was laughing at herself. That horse is a fucking legend, says Matt. Our boy JFK Headjunk checks in on a Thursday and says, Donnie Dumfrey is Canada's most talented rapper. Headshot. What is up, JFK Headjunk checking in on a Thursday, my friend. Headchunk's getting the love from P. Cunt. Hello, P. Cunt, right back from JFK. Hey, Aku from Tiffany, Washington, and hey, JFK from Tiffany. And damn, just FJM says. All right, buddy, let's talk about our girl Tammy. We're going to fall down Scott and Tammy's hole a little bit. So, let's see. I like to start off from kind of where we were, and I'm going to make sure that if some people didn't see these yesterday, we'll kind of work our way up because I think I got at least 5 videos of these shorts that you put out of Tammy, Scott.
All right.
So let's go. This first one is called The Walk Away, the $5 Room. So this will kind of be like a little review or whatever. Let's see. Let's put this one up real quick.
Yeah, if I remember right, if this is the right one, this is what brought the cops to her.
Right, because we went over yesterday because she got a wellness check, and it's because she was walking by other cars that were eyeballing her, and she kind of stirred up a little bit. But so this is about, and I think they want to kind of help her, like we'll help her with the dog and help her something about a $5 room they could help her so she don't have to sleep in her truck. And this is, I think this is what she kind of thinks about all this.
Brought a
right?
grooming service out for her dog, and she.
Oh my God, yeah, I heard her mention that in one of these clips. Well, let's go through them. Let's see what Tammy's up to. This is Tammy's hole.
Playing no more games. You better call that little fat bitch and tell her to get the fuck on. The one with the $5 room? If she had rooms for $5, why the fuck is she sleeping out here? If she has rooms for rent for $5, why the fuck is she sleeping out here? Get her the fuck on. Yeah.
There you go. So that's our first one.
I'm pretty sure that's what brought the police to her yesterday.
Yeah. This one is simply called Love Thy Neighbor, Walk Away. It has those 2 titles on it. So let's check out this one in our next Tammy's whole video. And for anybody trying to claim this locale or trying to claim this friend of Scott's, this is Scott's friend. This is Scott's original find. So all you fakers out there, just know that Scott put the claim on it. BF, that's copyright music, BF. And I know.
Holy shit. I'm gonna tell you something, Joanne. FBI, audience, no one is done to me. You better fucking just walk the fuck away and leave me the fuck alone.
You better.
Is what you better just do. Let sleeping dogs lie, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Let sleeping dogs lie, motherfucker. What's up, buddy?
She thinks the government, the FBI, is always everybody. If anybody, it could be any random person. She'll just for no reason think that they're the FBI spying on her.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about the craziest, least interesting people to probably the FBI. They always want to say that the government is out for them. They always make that connection. But this one is just called, this has got 2 titles called Gone Fishing, Repeat. She looks a little different on this one. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I went back in the past on a couple of them.
Okay. Well, here's one. Here's a little Scott hold. Scott wanted to see what she looked like when she was still put together.
Just like the Bible said, just stupid. Just plumb stupid. Ain't worth comments. Just stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid.
Wow, just stupid, Scott. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'm going to play. So now I got silence, and then I think you kind of know what the last one is. The one is the one that kind of touched or affected you, and probably me a little bit the most. So I'm going to show you this next to last one right now. This is her in a way that you go ahead. What do you got?
This is the one that says silence on it.
Yes.
This is right after the police has left, and and she's just gathering her thoughts. And I thought it was funny the way you wait. The silence is what makes it kind of funny because it goes silent for so long, and then what she says at the end is she didn't understand that she could have had help. You'll see. You remember the way the cop treated her yesterday too, with a kind hand. He's real gentle and
he tried,
real understanding. Yeah,
he tried.
So you'll see what she has to say about that.
Yeah, so right. So this is like you said, this is the after effect of that. It was after the wellness check, and seeing Tammy every day as we have been recently, and she's never like Perry, she's never exactly quiet. So seeing this one next, a video from Tammy called Silence, is very interesting. And we always talk about even how the dog is whining in the background, but listen to Silence. That's probably right. I definitely sat here like this, Scott, with the silence going, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because she's always doing she's going to go off or something's going to happen. Right?
Yeah, I was waiting for a jump scare.
Something, anything. Because she's never this. Tammy is so down to earth, says Kahuna Nui checking in during the silence. Not even the dog, Scott. That's what I said.
After all they've done to me, and then they send a little pissant like that getting in my face acting the way that cop acted.
Ooh, yep.
It makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick.
That's weird, bro, because I told you, I'm like, she's, you don't do some of the things that she's doing because you don't want attention, right? But it's like she only wants selective attention, and she sure don't want law enforcement or anybody telling her what to live, where to live, or how to live, right?
Right, and this also gives you you've seen how the cop treated her. He treated her as kind as he could be.
He was quite professional. He was firm, but he was professional with her.
Right, and so you see how she described him just right then in that experience.
Yep,
so you got to keep in mind whenever she tells you her hardship stories, they might not be quite the way she tells you. You know what I mean? So most people don't feel sorry for her, and you probably shouldn't or whatever. But this next one, I think you're getting ready to play, pulled a little heartstring on me and showed me a different side of her that I wanted.
It did. We were going to see silence, and then we're going to see this out of Tammy. We're going to see some emotion out of Tammy and you make a good point because, a lot of us is probably, maybe she has mental illness, in my opinion. I don't know that for a fact or not, but it kind of feels like that. And also, maybe some of this she does to herself, and maybe some of it she can or can't help. So I understand and get that, but being compassionate person you are and that we are, it still doesn't make you not feel something for her when you see, we already saw her silent. Now let's watch this.
About everything. You guys have tried all the harassment about the dog, about everything. You guys have tried to drive me crazy, which is fine with me. Because at the end of the day, so what? So what? So what? God loves me. I love myself. So what?
Oh, there's a dog again.
When she starts crying, she develops a different face. She looks like a different person, man. Especially at the end of the video, she looks like a different person from the beginning of the video.
I just wanted to believe people like me. That people cared what I've been through.
That's the part. How can people care what you've been through if when they come up to you, you yell at them? That's the mental illness, I think. So scary.
Whenever this repeats, look at her face right now, and then when it goes to repeat, look at the face she starts with. It's two different people, man. Right there, she's a different person.
It's fucked up.
I think we're seeing the real her right there.
I think, yeah.
All the harassment.
Look at that.
You're right. That that fucking brow just went like,
it's like two different people right there, man.
Wow, man. Well, there you go. I guess we fell down Tammy's hole right here on the vibe. Well, that's something else. Mental illness can literally drive you crazy, okay? What's up, Popkey? How you doing, my friend? Popkey gets the shout-out love from Nerd right away. Good morning, says Popkey. Don't confuse kind and caring with mental illness. Tammy is wonderful, says Kahuna Nui.
Me likes her just the way she is.
Well, it's funny that, and you know, Kahuna Nui is not too far off because some people think that if you're overly nice or something nowadays, something must be wrong with you or something, right?
Oh yeah, and that gets me to what just happened right before this show. I was watching Tammy live, and somebody gave her a $60 super chat.
Yeah.
And she jumps up, says thank you, and I'd never seen nobody give her $60.
That's very nice.
And she gets this $60. She says thank you, and within 30 seconds, the person, all they did was saying, I think they might have been joking. Well, first off, when they sent it, they said treat yourself. Okay, and then Tammy's talking about how what she's going to spend it on, and she's going to help somebody else too, and then the person said something about just don't spend it all on cigarettes or something like that.
Oh boy!
Within 30 seconds, man, went from a $60 super chat and Tammy banned her for saying,
whoa,
you fucking tell her what to do.
She had a $60 friend, and then she went and banned her. You know,
banned her right after just because of cigarettes.
Tammy gives no F's, as we can clearly see. Yeah, don't be saying. And I've never seen her smoke a cigarette, but she certainly looks like cigarettes have been part of her life at some point, Scott.
And whenever she did that, the super chat disappeared and everything. So I don't know how that works. If she give up the super chat money for that because of that, or what?
I know you can hide people, but what's that? I'm not sure if you hide them or that's crazy. Man. That's crazy. Give me Bezos checks in and says she has a whole bad aliens from the Fifth Element kind of look. Bezos, we've talked about she has all independent control of every part of her face, like the brows, the nose, the lips, and Scott kind of even demonstrated a little bit right there by pointing out how when she kind of dropped all that angry facade, man, you saw her face, and then that was a good call on that, Scott. I didn't notice that,
man.
I didn't notice that as much as you did. Chris to the pop to the key from Pecan. Mikey Two Milk says, well, any hope I had of getting a boner later for my birthday are dashed after watching this lady. Well, hang around. I'll give you some boner worthy material for your birthday. How about Granny checking in saying, Scott, take your glasses off. Y'all are the same. Damn, you and Tammy are the same, he's trying to say. Let me see. I'll put it up on the screen again. We'll do a little, I don't know if I can do a media side by side, but we'll get this up here. What do you think?
I can't control my face like she does.
There we go. Look at that. I don't know if I can give you a media two-shot with the.
I ain't got no eyebrows right now, so it might not.
Can't do shit right now. All right, well, there you go. All right, there you go. Granny, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good today? She looks like the crying Indian from the trash commercial. That's right. That's a good point. They stop her on the horse and the tear. What's that? Was that Chief J Strongbow, or was that a wrestler? Chief J Strongbow. I thought it was Chief J Strongbow, but I'm like, it could be a WWE guy. Let's see. She's two-faced, says FJM, pointing out what you said as well. What's up, Granny? To Cal from Pecan. She definitely needs some help, says FJM. Hoya Kahuna and Hoya Granny from Ding Dong. Granny shouts out everyone, loves everybody. Kahuna says if she banned her, doesn't she lose the $60? I'm not sure.
I think she might have.
Because I would never ban anyone that gave me $60, so I hope I never find out, Scott.
It disappeared. You know how that puts the little orange block or whatever on top of the chat so that you can see everything about the person just disappeared.
Mikey Two Milks. He says, hit the like button, please. Thanks, Mikey. Back to work. Later, BF and the chat people. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad you came in and got a little positive vibe, and maybe you had a couple fun conversations and got your day going in a different direction. I hope you have a good one there, Mikey Two Milks. Keep us in your ear hole. We'll keep you entertained. Matt says, banned after a super chat is something Brother Jake would do. That is something your son would do, definitely. He would definitely like.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, you don't talk about me like that. You're banned. Put out the ban hammer. Ban. By the way, Jake.
By the way, shut up, Mike. By the way.
We get it. By the way. Is Tammy Granny's mom? Oh, maybe so. Uh-oh. Matt checking in because he's much like Scott. He's Huston World Order. He's a big Jake fan. All right, well, how about this? We did the opening Chad family check-in. We fell down Scott and Tammy's hole, but now it's that time in the show where I'm going to slide over to my news desk and let's see how these production elements work for me now, because we're going to do the Vibe Not So Serious News. This is our bubble. We tune out the outside world. You know where the serious news is. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. That's right. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. Let me do a two-shot on this. I'm over here in the Vibe News Studios. I'm going to read you a few news stories in the Vibe Not So Serious News, just as I said. Let's see what everybody's saying. We got that one. Widow killer, and this is a true fact I found out many years later, Scott, is that the crying Indian was actually an Italian actor guy.
I didn't know that.
That is actually true. I saw that fact too, Widow Killer. That's a more you know from Widow Killer, because not a lot of people know that little fact, but yeah. Pecan lets you know that this is Bobby Cronkite time. I'm Bobby Cronkite, and this is the Not So Serious News. In my first story, in the Vibe Not So Serious News today, I will take you down to, Scott, we talked about probably just a week or two ago I did a report about a Starbucks, one of the hot coffee lawsuits being settled for $50 million with an M, $50 million hot coffee out of a drive-thru, right?
Right.
And that kind of harkened back to some of these older stories like McDonald's, and I complained about this is why you can't get hot coffee anymore. Well, I got another hot coffee and idiot lawsuit story, and it involves Starbucks. Starbucks faces new hot spill lawsuits weeks after a $50 million ruling. Yes, Starbucks was facing two new lawsuits over spilled hot drinks Wednesday, just weeks after just weeks. What's that, buddy?
Of course, I knew this was going to start happening when somebody sees somebody make that cash. They're going to be coming out of the woodwork.
1 million records and we're making the dash. Absolutely, buddy. And it'll all come full circle because it does touch on that. It kind of touches on how all of this kind of started. But it does say that it was just weeks after a court ordered the coffee giant to pay $50 million to a man who was injured by a cup of tea. Both suits were lodged in California and seek damages over what they say are problems caused by scalding liquids slopped over customers at drive-thrus. Like this is like an epidemic or something. One case filed last week claims that Sabrina Michelle Hermes was seriously hurt when hot liquid tipped into her lap at a branch in Norwalk near Los Angeles 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this is. The suit says that one of the cups in her order was not properly secured when it was handed to her, and the drink sloshed onto her legs, a hip, a knee, and her feet, causing severe injuries. Starbucks owed a duty to exercise reasonable care with respect to preparation, handling, and service of hot beverages so as to prevent them from spilling onto and injuring customers, such as the plaintiff, the suit says. The negligence suit seeks unspecified general and special damages, including reimbursement for past and future medical costs and lost earnings. A spokesperson for Starbucks told AFP on Wednesday the company would be contesting this claim, Scott. But I'll read you the little bottom part of the article because it gives you a little bit about the history we'll end up with. It says that the Starbucks says, we have always been committed to the highest safety standards in our stores, including the handling of hot drinks, the spokesperson said. We are aware of Mrs. Hermes' claims and firmly believe that they are without merit. We look forward to presenting our case in court. In nearby Alhambra Superior Court, lawyers for Ernesto Vladimir Sanchez Avedano were also seeking unspecified damages for negligence. Their suit, filed Wednesday, says Avedano was handed a drink at a North Hollywood drive-thru. So these are both from California, with a lid that was not properly fastened. The same thing from the lawsuits. The drink spilled onto his lap, leaving him with severe burns, disfigurement, and debilitating nerve damage to his genitals and buttocks, the suit says. The Starbucks spokesman said the company had not yet been served with the suit, but will carefully review Mr. Avedano's claims. Last month, a jury in Los Angeles ordered the firm to pay $50 million to delivery driver Marco Garcia, who suffered burns when a supersized drink spilled in his lap at a drive-thru. Garcia, lawyer, claimed that the server who handed him 3 large drinks in February of 2020 did not push one of them into the cardboard cup holder properly. Starbucks said at the time that the ruling that it would appeal the award, which said was excessive. Now here comes where the history comes in, Scott. A landmark legal ruling against McDonald's in New Mexico in 1994 established something of a precedent for Americans suing fast food companies when 79-year-old Stella Lieback was awarded $2.8 million after spilling hot coffee onto herself. Although the award was reduced on appeal, the case was often cited as the example for the need for tort reform, or how you pay for lawsuit. There you go, Scott. So yes, that all started like back in the 90s in like 94 or something.
Man, I think if I was owned a restaurant business or something, I think I just wouldn't serve hot coffee.
Well, I complained about this because now I think it's even went to the Keurigs, because my first generation Keurig had terribly hot water in it. But now I got to constantly microwave my coffee again because they're probably afraid of lawsuits. So let's see.
I've seen the lady, the original lady that got burned at McDonald's. Have you ever seen her? What happened to her?
No.
Like the picture stuff. It looked like they poured lava on that lady, man. She did get fucked up.
Wow, that's crazy. Spurg Snake says, gang, checking in. I like this little layout with you up in the corner. You mind this little layout? Pretty cool. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hoya Spurg from our friend Space Nerd. Spurg Snake shouts out, says, hey to nerd. MSIP's checking in. What is up? What's good, MSIP? So Terry Nee can sue Stacey Allen for turning him gay with her juicy man meat segments. That seems viable. We'll place that in court. We'll get that. Hey, nerd. Everybody's checking in. That's awesome. Spurg Snake. MSIP checks in during that story. And I continue on with the second story in the Vibes Not So Serious News. And this is actually pretty good news, Scott, especially on the health tip. I talk about how it's great that, like FJM, he's our calcified friend. It's kind of terrible that you have to go into a hospital and get that done. But it's also kind of cool that we have this kind of technology and we have this healthcare. Well, speaking about cool healthcare, Scott, check this shit out, bro. The world's smallest pacemaker is the size of a grain of rice. That is a pacemaker that is sitting to the right-hand side of a grain of rice on a person's finger. And I'm going to read you all about it right here. Check this out. And I'm going to show you 3 generations of pacemakers, and it's incredible how the size has really come down. A dissolvable, not only that, it's dissolvable, Scott. I overlooked that little fact. A dissolvable pacemaker that's smaller than a grain of rice and powered by light could become an invaluable tool for saving the lives of newborn infants. The device can be implanted non-invasively via a syringe. They can inject it, and may also be useful for adult patients dealing with certain heart defects. The medical breakthrough is detailed in a study published April 2nd in Nature magazine. Roughly 1% of infants are born with heart defects every year, Scott. The majority of these cases only require a temporary implant for about 7 days, time to allow for the heart to naturally self-repair. But the low resource regions of the world lacking access to advanced medical care, what should be a simple procedure can often end in tragedy. Meanwhile, the current standard for temporary pacemakers in adults also presents difficulties. Most procedures involve surgeons sewing electrodes directly onto the heart and then attaching those electrodes on something, an external box that can run outside of it. So I'm actually going to show you here's a little bit of video of it, Scott, right here. I just activating it with apparently that's how they activate it, with a little bit of light. They're saying that, and here's a little fact I didn't know. They're saying this is actually how Neil Armstrong died. He had a temporary pacemaker after bypass surgery. When the wires were removed, he experienced internal bleeding because you get scar tissue around the wires, I understand, from the traditional pacemaker kind of setups. Right. So you don't have none of that with this right here. It runs on the same RFID technology that a lot of our smartphones run on. And this is 3 generations of pacemakers right here, Scott. On the far left, you see like the first generation, one of the biggest pace, right?
That's the one I remember. Yeah, that's the one I was having in mind.
This one here that looks like a cylindrical, looks like a penis right here. That's about second generation. And this right here, that does exactly what these 2 things right here do. smaller than a grain of rice. Awesome. Boomers will live forever, says Terry Nee. I knew you'd be happy about this, Terry Nee. So, yes, I thought that was really cool. Good news, not so serious news. Let's see, what is this? Oh, that's a time lapse of the world's smallest pacemaker. I don't know what the time lapse is. It's only 5 seconds. So there you go, folks. I thought that was some good news from science. Science. We got science here on the vibe.
So when some people get pacemakers, they don't have to keep them forever. The reason I said that because it dissolves. So I guess you don't have to have a pacemaker forever.
That's a good point, Scott. I don't understand what the benefit. Maybe dissolving is the thing, so that when you need a new one, they don't have to worry about wiring or unwiring. Maybe they just shoot another one in there. I'm just supposing. But I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on the vibe. I'm kind of playing a news guy now as I bring you my third story in the vibe not so serious news. And this certainly qualifies, and this is a fun story. Oh, I see you backstage. Hey, you go. I didn't hear the little boop. Oh, 9. Oh, he hasn't been there too long. Well, let's bring him in, folks. You know who it is. He's my friend. He's yours. He's up and he's ready for another day of podcasting. He's Bobby Nick. Come on in, Bobby Nick.
Hello, guys. How's it going, man?
It's going okay. I'm having like squirrely layout issues today where I'm changing the layout on the fly. So if you come and go from time to time or for in different ways, don't fret, Bobby Nick. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I feel like we're on Jason Bardot's show.
Yes, he did do all those different like screen layouts and shit, didn't he?
Or Jake's.
Or Jake's show. Well, here you go. I'll just put us all up top. But I tell you, learned something by accident. How you doing, Bobby Nick? How late were you up last night?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. It was probably 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, you hanging out with Jake and Jack and all them, or what were you up to?
Yeah. First I did a show with Jake.
Yeah.
Or no, I did a show. Or how the fuck did that go? Fuck, I don't even remember. God damn it. I think Jake actually came on Jack's show.
Oh.
Yeah, he showed his teeth. Real.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was grossed out.
Oh, shit.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
And then after that, me and Jack went on Wendy's for quite a while. So
awesome, buddy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're doing, what we're doing. We're doing the Vibe Not So Serious News. Let's see. I know everybody's gonna be checking in. FJM's got the thumbs up. Bobby Nick, pay your tariff, says Terry Nee. Pay your tariff. Ain't paying it. Just a guess checking in, and he's utilizing member emojis, and he's saying number 20, but you're number 1. Just a guess. It was gross, says our friend Psych Cloud.
Yeah, it's was
I guess the NSYNC thing was one time only. Pecan, I didn't hear the little thing. Let me know. But was that from earlier? That's a new one. And he says, Bobby Nick. I must not have heard my little warning. Unnecessary echo. Well, good. We got Bobby Nick here, and we're continuing on with the Vibe Not So Serious News. Hopefully you'll find this one funny, my friend. I'm glad Bobby's up with us here for another day. Oh, I just heard that. Wait a minute. What's it say?
What? Hello?
What the hell are you hearing?
Did you hear that?
I think you just froze or something.
No, did you? No, I was listening to something. You couldn't hear that? It was doing a voice thing.
Oh, no, I didn't
know.
It was reading the chat out loud. Maybe it has something to do with the configuration I'm in.
Yeah, we didn't hear it. I thought you was
Bobby Nick, I got some new Streamlabs bells and whistles, and it actually read that super chat, that coo. It read it out loud. So
shit.
Go ahead.
It's not coming through here on this end.
Well, thanks for letting me know that. I'll work on that. This is my first day with the Streamlabs, but when people drop in super chats, it's throwing up little things up on the screen, like when people remember up or do super chats. So let's continue on. Let's see what happens throughout the show. This is my next story in the Vibe Not So Serious News. We got Bobby Nick, we got friends, and we got a story about wild turkeys chase a mail carrier out of a Massachusetts neighborhood. So this will be a fun little video to watch. And I think this is probably the MSIP says BF might be schizophrenic. He's hearing things that we can't hear. Well, no wonder I'm having like technical issues with my funky layouts today, going all over the place. It's with another one of those days. But check this out. And I think some of this is on the mail carrier, Scott and Bobby Nick. You let me know if he kind of brought this on himself. It says a Massachusetts mail carrier encountered an unusual job site hazard. when he was chased through a neighborhood by wild turkeys, and the pursuit was caught on camera. The U.S. Postal Service employee Wayne White's struggle with the flock of fowl was recorded by resident John Aranjo's home security camera. I've come close with dogs. I do a lot of stuff on Nantucket, so I see deer all the time. But this is my first time with turkeys, White told WHD-HTV. Once I got out, they came after me. You saw me defending with the box and whatnot, and I got to the step, and I was like, okay, here we are. Got to get back and make a run for it. White said the turkeys chased him right out of the neighborhood. Every time I moved the truck, the turkeys followed, he said. White said his encounter with the birds has already given him a reputation. All day long, it's been gobble, gobble text and turkey text, he says. I can't imagine what Thanksgiving is going to be like this year. All right, well, let's check. I'm going to run this video for you now because it is kind of funny. So let's check out our boy getting chased down by the turkey. Here we go. Let's watch this.
Go away.
All right. So look, he kind of did this himself by running, because if you act like a bitch, like any animal, they know they got you. They like Scott. That's why I tell you with the dogs, they know if you act, if you show fear, animals sense that shit. So that was his first mistake. But look. So now, hey, fucking turkey, hey. Not chicken, turkey. Chickens too.
I wonder why they're doing that.
So look, I don't. It's funny because I don't know, because he's a bitch. I don't know. They're like, this guy's a bitch.
Now he's running.
I think that just makes it worse because now they know, right? Ooh, what they got in front of his truck? He almost ran the son of a bitch over. Yeah, shit. There you go. I knew somebody was going to make this reference. I could go for some wild turkey right now. Ooh, man. Nah, that's like sipping whiskey. I know somebody. I saw somebody throw up on that shit when I was younger. FJM says, the tramadol is kicking in. I hate fucking pain pills. Sounds like he's got the good shit over there. And I'm not schizophrenic. Bobby and Scott showing up at the same time to the show. They were a little more staggered today. Scott was here from the get, but it happens. Turkey dinner. It's what's for dinner, says FJM, checking in on the vibe. In this next story, this is kind of sports related story. This has to do with people want to make fundamental changes in basketball floors. For many of us, if you ever seen even passing a basketball game, you see that the floors are made by the fun, fancy hardwood, like you see, and you'll see the different colors nowadays, even if you're only a passive sports fan. At least he delivered the package, says Just a Guess. Wayne Knight, that's hilarious. It's Newman, says us the chunks too. I think it's White, but yeah, it's funny. Tramadol and wild turkey is a good combo. All right, let's continue on here. So yeah, typically we've grown up seeing basketball when we watch it on hardwood floors, but science and innovation move on, and so now there's a company considering a different kind of floor. Hardwood is basketball's longtime foundation, but a German company would love to change it to glass. Check this out. Glass, Bobby. Look at this. And they broke this out at a recent NBA All-Star game, but this is what you can imagine. It's it's just a glass paneled floor, and it's the purpose of it is to provide more visual and special effects, different dynamics to the game. It says, and I'll show you like a little video demo of like how it looks in real time. Chris Thornton loves talking about playing basketball on the most fragile sounding of surfaces, glass. Thornton is the managing director of America's division of ASB Glass Floor, a German company building floors made of fused together layers of safety glass covering LED panels. The courts are far more dynamic visual feast with customized playing lines, logos, colors, animated graphics, and advertisements for multiple sports. So that's what this is really all about. In basketball, where wood is still king, Thornton sees growth potential for glass courts. Already showing up in the NBA and internationally as a tech-driven alternative to the sport's long-running hardwood foundation. I use this analogy a lot. The person says that we are at the initial stages of the iPhone being launched with this floor comparison. Thornton said, Way back when Apple did that, the design of the hardware has changed. But more importantly, the original iPhone was just a phone. It was a text device and a music player. Now you're running your entire life and communicating on the world with it. So this guy would like to think that there's a correlation between, but they're saying that it's glass. I'm going to show you a video of it, actually what it looks like. But I think this would be like maybe a little confusing or disconcerting if you're like trying to play basketball and all these graphics are moving under your feet, right?
Yeah.
When you're only used to hardwood or stuff, right, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, as a viewer, it might be pretty cool, and some of the camera angles, it might be able to get from underneath you.
Yep. Yes, I think it's definitely more geared for the viewer's benefit than the player, because I would be like, I'm probably going to give like people epileptic fits. But here's a little video demonstration of what the floor might look like in action.
Welcome to the Palacio de los Deportes de la Comunidad de Madrid.
Yeah, that kind of messed with me if I was a player.
Yeah, they shoot that shit on the ice. I know it looks good at the hockey games. Maybe for the WNBA. Now 3-pointers are measured from the Geico advert. That's right. This was pretty neat when they're doing training and all. Like, I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah. Like running drills or something. But will the players and will the look at that, like a video screen. Look at that shit. So will players and consumers be able to adapt to this, and will this actually happen? I don't know. So there you go.
It looks cool as a viewer, but if I was a player, I don't think I'd like it. It seems like it'd mess with me.
I think so too. It would like mess up my depth perception. Justice said maybe for the WMA. And Electric Gino says they are soft like wood floors. They could be ankle killers if not. Gino, I read in some point and in one of these articles that they claim that it has like greater flexibility than the wood. It has more give in it. This safety glass has actual than a hard kind of fibrous wood. That's what they're saying. Will someone have an epileptic seizure from that? I know that's what I'm saying, MSIP. I would imagine it would be pretty static during play. Sure, Popke, but you know what they're going to do. Like during the video timeouts or commercials, guys are going to be in there taking shots, and they're going to be, I don't know, it could disorient you. Interesting. But stupid. I added, but the stupid. From Electric Head Gino checking in on the vibe. Let's see. We did a few stories on that one, but now I do have one today, folks, courtesy of Psych Labs, whose content is interwoven throughout the fiber of this show. This is the Vibe Miserable News History. We are going to tag on a miserable news history moment at the end of this newscast right here today. This is when we go back when Bob Levy was the newsman for the Miserable Men Show on Sirius Satellite Radio way back in the day. So we like to tag this on at the end. So today we're going to take you back to January 31st. The year is 2010. So this is from 15 years ago. So we'll see how Bob did reading the news back in the day on Howard 101 with Bob Levy and Shuley, Mike Morse, and the boys. I'll do a screen share. Hang on tight, folks. And whenever you hear Bob Levy mispronounce a word or a phrase in the chat, you type it in this chat the way you thought you heard it. Hang on, folks. We're taking you back to 2010 with the miserable news history.
Pocket, but we can give you this.
I'm not going to read a lot, but I'm going to, how much did you lose? How much you lose?
Good one. Basketball.
I lost $2,000, man.
Ooh, give me a book.
All right, start with this one. Let's go.
Okay. Champions League final top Super Bowl and TV survey. Miami Rooters. UEFA Championship League's final.
It's not letters, it's a word.
Has the first time replaced the NFL Super Bowl as the most watched annual sports event, according to survey. The yearly report from London-based Today, Junior. Inactive Future Sports and Entertainment found that both events continue to grow by the European soccer final.
European soccer.
With 2009 not including a a mega event, a Super Olympics game, or a soccer World Cup, or even European Championship is often a chance to measure the two biggest annual sporting events. The Championship League final between Barcelona and Manchester United on May 27 drew an average audience of 109 million, while the Super Bowl between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals on February 1st attracted 3 million less.
Attracted tree.
So there's your news.
There you go, buddy.
I love you, man.
I love you, man.
We love you, brother. Take care.
Thanks for cheering me up.
You got it, brother. We're behind the black. I love the black people. Love them. Love them. Oh, come on.
I don't think he was black.
I'm not a psychic. He was black.
I don't think he was. Call back. Yeah, I want to know what
He
you
was
are.
black.
Thanks,
And,
you,
you know,
George.
I love the black people. The black people are the coolest people to hang out with. They know how to have fun. You know what I mean? They do.
Are you saying that because there's one behind you right now?
Where?
Right there. He just walked by.
Oh, I didn't know that was him. I thought that was an elk.
I want to get Jay in here. No. I want to get Jay
I'm
in
just
here.
saying, I love black people. They're the nicest,
Calm down,
sweetest
Bob.
fucking people. And they're fucking real. They're not like fucking you white fuckers.
What
That fucking
happened
turn
that
on
all of a
me.
sudden he's making this
Manchester
speech
United.
about black
Because
people?
I don't trust you fuckers. Because you're taping me in my house. If I had a black
What's that have to
person
do
in
with
my
black
house,
people?
if
Too bad
I-
you weren't
a black
taping him going
person,
commercial.
a black person wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't record you at your house?
No, because they have fucking class. You,
Maybe they just don't work for Howard Leonard
No,
News.
you are a sneaky fucking Jew.
So now the truth comes out.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Levy has shown his true colors.
Rev Bob Gibson.
No, my Jew colors are coming through. I see your Jew colors, and that's why I don't trust you.
So put down the recorder. All right, Jay.
And give me a lick. I wish I was a black chick.
See,
You
that's
say?
like that.
I love
It's
black
from the
people.
archives. You're right. All right, I take it back. I'm sorry.
Hey, how you doing? We got
Hey,
a new
fella.
intern.
Hey,
How you
I'm not
doing?
too bad.
You're doing good. Yeah.
All right, Jay.
He sounds like Jay Leno.
Hey, it's good to have you in here. What happened here?
Why don't you knock him down and let him lick you for a while, Bob?
There you go.
Who's a good intern?
That's our miserable news history moment for the day.
Butterfly in the sky.
We like to tack them on the end of the Vibe Not So Serious News. Thank you, Psych Labs.
Take a look in the book. Reading Rainbow.
He was smart enough to record this and retain this.
Can go
Manchester
anywhere.
United. Thanks, Two Joints.
Friends to
Keep us in
know
your ear hole. We keep
and
you
ways to
entertained while you're
grow.
outside.
Reading Rainbow. I swallow. Is that a fucking kid's book? Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool.
Look at him go.
Me go.
Look at me go.
Olivia is such a stupid name.
A stupid name for a fun guy and a fun segment we always like to tack on at the end of the Vibe. That's what that was, folks. At the end of the Vibe, Not So Serious News. Let's get on with more fun on the show today, folks. That was the Not So Serious News. As soon as I find the element, I will run it. Ooh. Yeah, we're having it. We're doing it. This is the Vibe Stream Show 279, 27 minutes after 1 o'clock, where I'm coming to you from 27 minutes into hour number 2 of 3 hours of live fun we like to have here every day, Monday through Friday. We're going to roll into the piss break right now because we're about exactly halfway through the 3-hour episode I just mentioned. But we're not even done having fun, folks. We're going to basically do what's a whole other show, kind of like we just did, but on the other side of this piss break. It only takes 2.5 minutes, a piss break, a little pause for the cause. Plus, you can also grab a drink, grab a smoke, or grab a friend and tell them that no one has more fun on the Vibe than we do right here on the Vibe. And when we come back, we can do stuff like the National Day calendar. We'll have a Terry Knowledge break. We'll do Internet Shyt. And we'll try to do juicy man meat and bricked up segments, something for the guys, something for the girls, something for everybody. But none of it happens until we get to this, the 2.5 minute piss break, folks. It's only 2.5 minutes. So don't go anywhere other than to go take care of your business and come back for a whole nother show right after this. 2.5 minutes right on the other side of the vibe.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Back from pee-pee touching. Pecan's got it backwards. Pecan's back. He's got it backwards. Let me see. And there it goes. Oh, that works. Let me see. He's the technology. Here we go. Now we got it. All right. The boys are doing their thing, so I'll bring them back, and I'll let you know that this is the second half of the vibe. Guys, it's Thursday. That was just the first half of my first show today, guys. We're going to do a whole nother show, basically a whole nother show, another half, and then I got replayables tonight at 10 o'clock East. That's right, folks. I want to thank Two Joints and everybody for joining us today. Whether you're watching and or listening to The Vibe, could you hook a brother up with a free like, share, subscribe? You can watch and or listen to this show right currently on YouTube, on BF Live The Vibe, on Rumble by BF Live The Vibe, and on my Facebook. So thank you. And I want to thank Two Joints for saying that he's out in the yard and he's enjoying this fine show in his ear hole while he's kind of doing his yard work chores and all. So let me give him let's have a little musical fun while we wait for the boys to come back and move on with the show. Put some Perry jams, some Popky originals.
In my home, and another banana that I don't need. I don't need them. I don't fucking need bananas. I got enough bananas. I don't want any more.
Right. He likes bananas and he likes 7-Up.
I enjoy bananas.
He enjoys banana, and we enjoy Perry Caravello, and I enjoy bringing Bobby Nick back into the show. What's up, Bobby?
Just touch my pee-pee.
Whoa, hey, but did you go to the bathroom? That's the whole thing. See, that's the thing.
Maybe
he did, and maybe he did. All right, my friend. Well, I'm glad you're here. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, getting messages, all kind of messages. Multitasking while I'm multitasking. So this is good. We're back for the second half of the show. I see Scott's back, so let me bring him back in. Let's see. That's all right. We got them all working. We got them 3 up on the screen. We're having it. We're dealing with it. We're doing it. We just got done doing the Vibe Not So Serious News. Hey,
Scott, did you touch your pee-pee?
Ooh.
I did.
Oh, you must confess. Well, I don't know. You know, Scott touched his pee-pee. There might be a reason. I think some other people might have been touching their pee-pees last night, Bobby Nick. So I do mention all the time that, you know, I'm up here prepping the show. I'm up a lot of hours of the day. And I'm always checking in, checking out in the middle of looking for content for this show. And I see that my boy Bobby Nick, it's not so unusual that he's hanging out with some friends last night, like Uncle Jack and Rev Fug Lee. And they must have got real like comfortable and real casual, Scott, because at some point I think the clothes almost came off.
Well,
what?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro. You know how our friends are always on here wanting Bobby Nick to pop the top, always requesting for the top pop. Well, we had a pop top sighting last night on Uncle Jack's shack, and I have this clip, compliments of Bobby and Sight Clyde. They both told me about it. But yeah, he often refuses on here on BF Live The Vibe, but for some reason, Bob must have been feeling a certain way last night, and this happened.
Missed what?
With Rev Fug Lee.
Bobby popped the top.
RFL, happy birthday, buddy.
The guy that no.
Come in hot.
Bottoms. Pop the bottoms. We're working on bottoms now. It's cheaper.
Top. There we go.
No, bottoms.
That's a false pop.
No.
A false pop.
There you go. There you go. I popped it.
I thought that was funny at first because I'm like, that's a pretty good way to work it, Bob. Like, because you got a lot of shirt there. You normally got them bigger shirts, so you had plenty of material to like play this up. So I'm like, okay, Bob did his thing. This is as far as it's going to go, right?
False pop. Imagine if Bobby came in hot, just popping it.
Do they know you're married?
That would be the
Ooh, they
show
don't.
of all
Do they know
shows.
you're married? I guess they don't.
Bobby just coming in hot live.
Oh, they're sneaking it up.
Now we came to an agreement.
Look at this. Look at this shit. That's the most you've ever seen of Bobby's midsection.
Whoa, that was a half.
Do that again.
Uh-oh. Jack missed the shot.
No, you don't.
Please, somebody
gotta,
clip that.
you gotta pay for the full.
Oh shit! You ain't getting it that easy.
That was a half pop.
That pop.
He half pop. He half popped off the mouth. He did.
Not the bees. It's bricked up.
Oh, popping top Bobby Nick. What happened? Oh my god! See that shit, Scott?
Yeah, I seen it.
I like the disgust in his voice too. Yeah, I seen it. I ain't happy about it, but I seen the shit. Let's see who's checking in. Wavy G is checking in and saying, "Hey, boy, what's up, Wavy G? You're in the place to be. This is the vibe right here in the midday. You know what's good in the stream show hood. Wavy G checking in. Bones up, my friend. Just Bart getting love from Peak Hunt. Hey, Spurg from Just Bart checking in. Hey, Wavy G from Peak Hunt. Everybody's seen each other. There's not the bees. Look, he said. Bobby Nips, LOL, says MSIP. That is correct. Yeah, we almost had a Bobby Nips sighting there, Scott, last night. That's some shit. Unbelievable.
Remember, Ding Don says half for free. You got to pay for the rest. That's right.
That's right. Damn it. He ain't no cheap hoe. Bobby's an expensive hoe, damn it. Half for free, you gotta pay for the rest. That's right. Yesterday we were talking. I don't know how we got to talking about Coke, but we were talking about Coca-Cola and cans and bottles, and I was telling you about. We were talking about how we like it frozen, Scott. Right? When it's something like, look at this, Scott, the prop man. Didn't even know we talked about it yesterday. I guess because maybe we were talking about it because of your drinking habits and all that stuff. But there's the Coke. Let me get you out. Oh, he's got 2 cans already. He's got some soldiers right there. Well, and then we mentioned how we enjoy our Coke. Shit. Oh, Jesus, he's got. Next, we're going to have to get a BB gun and have some video of you outside shooting them down. Every soda you drink, Scott, you got to shoot them or something. You got to do something like that. That would be funny. Yeah. But we were talking about how we enjoy it frozen, and Bobby Nick, and we were talking about how if you do that little trick where you can hyper freeze it just right, and that's the best way to have Coke, right? Mm-hmm. Remember? And I remember saying that they had Asian machines. I just used the generalization. I knew over some Asian countries had these machines. Well, I pulled up the proof of it. So let's watch it how some of these ways you can kind of get some frozen Coke I was talking about yesterday. Maybe we'll get some ideas because the last one is actually a way we can try it at home, Bob.
My boyfriend has been talking about these frozen Coke machines at Japan 7-Elevens for the longest time, and we finally found one on our last day in Japan. So basically, there are slips next to the machine. You bring it to the register, you pay for it, and then they give you a card and then a a regular Coke dispenses from the machine. And then what you do to get it to freeze is by some crazy magic.
See that? They have these instructions on there, so it must be a certain temperature. You see they have 1, 2, 3. You open it. I think you got to let some of the air in and flip it over.
Process. You open the cap and then you close it back up and then you turn the Coke upside down,
right,
and then it just starts to freeze. We were skeptical, like we were like, oh, maybe it'll just get really cold or whatever, but it actually froze.
See, they come out like,
whoa,
whoa,
very slushy-like consistency. And while we were at it, we got one of the frozen smoothies at 7-Eleven. So basically, you grab a smoothie cup from the freezer section, you put it in this machine that's at the counter, and then the machine takes
look
the
at that.
cup,
It makes
adds
you a
water,
homemade
and then blends
smoothie
the
right in front of your face.
You pick the mango flavor, but they do have like a bunch of other flavors like berries, strawberries, whatever. Okay, this is our haul. We got some pancakes and beverages, and I got a hot coffee in a can. I got the red bean pancakes, and Peter got maple syrup. He doesn't like red bean. I noticed there were fish burgers in the bakery aisle, just sitting out, not refrigerated, not heated.
All right, we just wanted the Coke part. Yeah, so that's one method of making frozen Coke, and then I kept coming upon all these other. Let's see, this is a similar but different. Let me show you this one. I think there was something different about this one that I wanted to share. So here's another frozen Coke machine. Oh, let me get the sound. Was there any sound yet?
Between Sprite or Coke. You take your drink of choice to the register, and the cashier will ring you up and give you a card in exchange.
Similar thing.
Once you get your card, you insert it into the machine to receive your drink. The Coke will come out cold, but it won't come out frozen, so you need to activate that by turning it over one
See, it says activating causes the carbon dioxide bubbles to form ice crystals.
time. I kind of turned it over too many times, and I shook it a little bit, which was not a good idea because it exploded all over the place, but nonetheless, it was still really slushy, and it was really refreshing to drink.
That's not the first time you got something shot in your face, honey. I'm sure. Oh. All right. Now this is the home version, Bob. So this guy gives a little time frame, and maybe we can try this one. So let's
really
see if we can experiment and not blow up a Coke. We were talking about how we like Cokes in the freezer and how they blow up if you forget them and all, and that got us talking about these frozen Cokes. If you want to make a soda slushy, it's about an hour or two in the freezer. I'm gonna show you a method right now. I want a fountain Coke, says the Chunkster. Sprite is good frozen. What do you think, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's good. It's a better stomach settler than 7-Up. Here we go. Watch this. This guy's going to give you instructions, Bob. Maybe we can do this.
Turn this into an instant slushy within seconds.
Whoa.
You're going to shake your Coca-Cola bottle till it's on the urge of bursting. Then you're going to want to put
That's
it in
the one thing he says that I didn't really see anywhere else with this home thing. He says shake it up and put it in there.
freezer. Ready for this? It's been 3.5 hours. You see how it's still liquid? Well, you
He's
just want to barely crack it open so it sizzles, then tighten it back up, flip it over. We're about to turn this into snow, but not the kind of snow that goes into your nose. And crack it open.
There you go.
Instantly solidifying.
About 3.5 hours, Bob. You shake it up and freeze it.
Wow. So maybe
How to
there's
turn this into an instant slushy.
Go, bud.
Maybe if there's too much pressure, it won't.
It must expand in a certain way. The freezing it, it makes the freeze not happen as extensively. Maybe you can't freeze all the gas, and so you only get partial freezing. And then when you open it up and get some air to it, then I'm just speculating. Like I said, I'm not a scientist, and I'm gonna play one here on the show. Hell, I'm barely a podcast host. That was funny. We showed that picture earlier. Stormy sent a picture of what was going down on the parking lot of her Walmart, Bob. Nick, did you happen to see that?
I did see that. I was like, what the fuck? That's the first thing I saw when I woke up. I'm like, what the hell?
And then Scott's telling her to follow him around because I brought up toilet paper right away. We were like, our heads went to, all right, what do they need there? What are they getting? And I went to toilet paper, and Scott's like, yeah, they might need, what do they get? And then he wants Stormy to follow him around.
They ain't there to get their horses shoed.
Right. That is true. Although, that'd be interesting if they customized that in like Amish areas where you could get that done, Scott. That would be pretty funny.
Little Amish version of Amish.
They have they have the auto center. They could have like young Jebediah working in the shoeing department. Could you shoe it while I'm in there shopping, boys? Gimme Bezos says, what does Bobby, Nick, and Scott drink on the daily? I have never seen them really drink anything. Well, Scott has confessed that he's a binger. Go ahead, Scott. I'll let you guys answer.
Yeah, when I'm not on a diet, when I'm not trying to diet, I'm pretty much a Coke drinker all day, every day. And when I am on a diet, I drink Kool-Aid, the sugar-free Kool-Aid.
There you go. And Bobby,
yeah.
now I see that is true. I see Bobby Nick smoking, and only like he'll break a cap open occasionally and have something to drink. But yeah, a lot of times I don't know.
Lately, I've always got a water to sip on, and if I'm not sipping on a water, then I'm sipping on a Powerade.
Water or Powerade. There you go. So that's what Bobby.
But
Nick enjoys.
Bobby Fran, did Scott tell you how he got locked out of the house yesterday during a tornado?
He did, and he told us how he got back in because only Stormy happened to be watching, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason he ended up back in the house.
She didn't answer her messenger, but she was watching the show.
So that's what works. That's what gets you back in. All right, well, let's go. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that frozen Coke thing, Bob. I think we might have a shot at trying that at home. Let's see. I don't have a soft bottle exactly like that, but I want to. Like I said, I have to go check my soda shelf, but we'll have to try that.
Right.
Every time you say burgers, I think of making the enchilada burger. Enchilada, there we go, LMFAO. Well, why don't we do this, folks? We got plenty of fun stuff to get on to. Why don't we check? I'll check that off. We did that. Why don't I check the National Day calendar, see what kind of holidays are going on today and it helps us frame the day because, like I said, folks, this is just, I feel like Bobby Nick today because I have more than one podcast that I know of today. I'll be doing replayables at 10 o'clock tonight, but this is just my first podcast of the day, and it is Thursday, so I like to frame the day and let us know what we're up to. It is Thursday, April 3rd. Let's go over to the National Day calendar and see what kind of wacky holidays we're supposed to be celebrating or acknowledging today as we look into the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. Just like it says right there, it is April 3rd. It is Thursday. We are working toward the weekend. It's going to be Friday before you know it, and we'll be here for the not long weekend, but just a weekend. So let's check the National Day calendar on April 3rd with the National Day. Hey, hey. Today's national days are as follows. We have National Film Score Day. Oh, we could have fun with that one. National Find a Rainbow today. Well, I think we find our rainbow in Bob Levy every day, don't we?
Yeah.
National
Butterfly in the sky.
I clicked on a Chocolate Mousse Day. I didn't mean to.
I can go twice as high.
All right, we get it, Bob. We played that.
Take a look
National
in the book.
National Tweed Day. Now, I understand tweed is of a kind of a fabric. I can't say that I own much tweed that I know of, but it's National Tweed Day, as well as National Burrito Day. Senor. Hey, papi, you want the day, senor? Let's see. National Film Score Day. Let's get into that, guys. When I say film score, does anything come to the front of mind, Bobby, Nick, or Scott?
For me, is go ahead, Bobby Nick.
You know what comes to mind for me? 1986 is Stephen King's what is it called? AC/DC did the score for the film.
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive. Thank you, Scott. Yeah,
course.
And I remember that was like the first movie that I was like, holy shit, because AC/DC. I was a huge fan of AC/DC already by that time, and AC/DC was like, doing every little thing in the movie, like the score, everything.
That's neat. Because there's soundtrack, which are just like singles and hits that are kind of incorporated through the show. But then the film score is kind of like the overall like kind of music. For me, I have to say the first time I ever really took notice is probably during Star Wars with John Williams and stuff. Like when all the epic music, when they're kind of walking in and out of the scenes and all, that's when kind of a music or a film score like became a meaningful thing to me, because I could tell how the music went when they go dun 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 dun. You mess some shit was about to go down with Darth Vader. So that's when I kind of made my first connection with a film score like really affecting a movie. Scott, what comes to mind for you, buddy? Anything?
Well, so can this film score? What is that? That also just just songs, right?
It could be songs too, because they can be one and the same. But what comes to mind with music and movies?
A little bit. I know Bobby Nick will know, but a little bit of an obscure movie called Shocker.
Oh yeah.
A horror movie called Shocker. Yeah, it had a bunch of metal bands from the '80s, type of Megadeth and Poison doing. There's all a bunch of cover tunes. There's songs you didn't hear from other bands
Yeah.
And others. But yeah, that and the Forrest Gump soundtrack was pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
when you're
well,
talking about soundtracks, absolutely some of the best songs throughout of our history. Yeah, but right. So I guess we can talk about a little bit of both. Who blew who? Who blew who? Perry knows, says Chris Pop. Who blew who?
Shut the fuck up.
What's up, Scott?
So is a soundtrack and a score the same thing, or is that two different things?
Well, to me, the score is
two
like the
different-
underlying music, the kind of the things
Yeah.
that set the tone and make you kind of scared or wonder if a scene is going to be like a happy scene or a dark scene or whatever. Kind of the kind of like I demonstrated with Darth Vader when he comes in. When
Or
you
like
hear
whenever
that,
when Jason's coming with the
Yeah.
that's it, right?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
more
That's the score.
Story.
That's
That's more
the score.
story.
Okay, yeah.
And then there can be songs that kind of accompany a movie too, and there can be gray areas, I imagine. It's more of the background music, not so much the songs. Pop key kind of clears up for us. So yeah,
okay.
I did it to warm up my house yesterday in case the power went out. Who blew who? Who blew who? Ain't nobody told ya. Oh, but National Film Score Day. Maybe we can learn a little more. That's kind of what we're here for, Scott. Rather than just going off the dome, we can read the article. That lets us know that on April 3rd, National Film Score Day recognizes the musical masterpieces called film scores, and more specifically, the very talented composers who create them. National Film Score Day, as the opening scenes of a long-anticipated movie begin flickering across the screen, a rising cadence undulates through the theater, setting the mood. A musical note plays, then two. Soon the theater fills with a beautifully layered orchestral music master work. This musical accompaniment of the film you are watching is called the film score. Imagine your favorite film without a few well-placed notes enhancing the emotion of a dramatic on-scene exchange. Or a chase scene without the rousing orchestral, right, when they go dun 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 dun, like anything that makes the movie sets the mood of the show. It says it elevates the intensity. And it says, would Star Wars, Jaws, Lord of the Rings films, or the Harry Potter films be the same without the complementary musical scores? Without the film score, we would cower so easily in fear from our seats. Would we? Would our imagination so eagerly suspend from reality? Music heightens our emotions. It also sharpens our senses and focuses our attention. Without a doubt, the film score is the fiery soul of a film. And this little kind of refrain right here, Scott. This is, everybody knows what movie this is from, and they know it's fear when you hear that, right?
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah. Just like violin screech.
Yeah. Psycho.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Well, get ready because it might go blow. How you like me now? So listen to your favorite film scores today. Learn the backgrounds of great film score composers like John Williams. I know he does the Indiana Jones movies. He did the Superman movies, and he does the Star Wars movies. He's probably my favorite composer if I had to pick one, as far as somebody that sets the mood for multiple movies. Yeah, Scott, like all those cool songs like in Indiana Jones when all the intense shit is going on. That's the same guy that did Star Wars. That's John Williams. So there you go. So learn about your film scores today. We learned something here on The Vibe. I always say if you're not careful, you just might learn something before we're done here on The Vibe. Let's see. We can dive into this one. Let's see what National Find a Rainbow Day is, guys. Let's see what it is. Let's see.
Boy. Hello, Frisco.
You don't know if it's that. National Find a Rainbow Day each year. On April 3rd, National Find a Rainbow Day challenges us to look up to the sky and find a colorful ray of hope cast across it. A spectrum of light in the form of the multicolored arc appearing in the sky is caused by both reflection and refraction of light and water droplets in the Earth's atmosphere. These rainbows always appear directly opposite of the sun. The light is refracted or bent when it enters the droplet of water, then is reflected inside of the back of the droplet and refracted again when leaving. So there you go. It's a rainbow day, guys. It's not about what we might have thought. Have you guys ever seen like actual rainbows live or double rainbow?
Double rainbow right across the sky.
I gotta find double rainbow, guy. I've seen a couple.
Triple rainbow.
Yes, it is fun when you do kind of witness it. You're driving down a highway or walking down the street, and then all of a sudden you kind of notice this kind of thing going on in the sky. I think it's pretty neat. But I have noticed that I'm looking for double rainbow guy, and as I'm talking, double rainbow guy. Oh, that one says, where is double rainbow guy? But there it is. It's rainbow. Oh, there's Perry. It says pecan. That's right. He's up. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have done some really cool shit together. And Scott and Bobby Nick, I imagine you guys are aware of that on some level, right? That Trent Reznor, after kind of 9 Inch Nails and that whole thing kind of faded off, he went into, and I believe he won or was up for some Academy Awards for writing film scores.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails, I believe he won Academy Award. I bet Popke probably knows that. 100%. My chameleons have 4 different types of lights and heat lamps and their own heaters. A pot of gold cocks at the end of the rainbow. Oh, hey, twin. Oh, the movie. Look, see, we're bringing up other movie score people. Danny Elfman from Oingo Boingo also went on after Oingo Boingo and being in a band wasn't a thing to be a prolific music composer for movies there, Scott. Another one.
Yeah, there
All right. So there you go. So we're learning about some shit here. Well, let me see what's going on with Double Rainbow guy. I'm looking for Double Rainbow guy. Let's see. Double Rainbow. Here we go. Let's relive Double Rainbow because this was funny. This was wow. And this is another old one. Let me stop sharing this and start sharing this one.
Yeah, I don't know if this guy was on acid or what the fuck.
This guy was like the Double Rainbow.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow.
Elvin does all Tim Burton movies.
Double rainbow. Oh my god.
I thought I remembered him from Beetlejuice.
It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense.
What's up, Mr. Z? I'm sure you said that Bobby Nick is the Dabbler of the Year.
Whoa.
Poppy says he thinks they won for Social Network. That was the movie about Zuckerberg and Facebook and all that. So that's what that's kind of what he's been up to since 9 Inch Nails.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Fucking guy.
Woo! Oh!
That's exactly when it's from. It's from 2010, not the bees.
Woo!
Yo!
Yeah!
What's up, Canadian girl? We're reliving Double Rainbow because it's National Rainbow Day.
Oh my god, look at that.
Canadian girl.
It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow.
Whoa, Bob, triple.
Oh my god, it's full on.
This is Psych tripping on
rainbow
acid.
all the way across the sky. Oh
He starts crying here.
There you go, Bob. That's what you say.
Oh god.
You say, wow.
Wow. Wow.
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
What is that? No, he's definitely
my
tripping on some shit, Bob.
Oh god. It's so bright.
There's still 2 minutes of this
my
video
God,
to go.
it's so bright and
He's
vivid.
going to trip out for another 2 minutes if I play it, Scott. He's having a rainbow gasm.
He's going to bust.
My God. Well, Scott would walk 50. God, you would probably walk 50 miles for a rainbow like that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Well, Scott would walk for 50 miles, and Scott would walk for 50 more just to shave his eyeballs off again and blow off ball down at your door.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Poppy, you set me up for you, son of a bitch.
Good Lord. Too emotional.
Oh,
look at this. He's got the gay and the crying emoji. Pecan.
God, that's a double.
He thinks he's found the gateway to heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, my front yard.
My front yard.
Oh my god.
Kidding, girl. Right. All he needs to do is go outside more often. Just look up every now and then. He is tripping. He's tripping balls on something, Canadian girl. He's
Too much.
Too much. That if that's too much for you, you better just stay. You better just stay in the house. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's up that they're.
It's so intense.
I'd hate to see him find a 40 Cobra right now.
There you go. A double rainbow. We're bringing it back because National Rainbow Day is today on April 3rd, and it reminded us of double, even triple rainbow guy Bobby pulled out. He remembered it was triple rainbow.
Triple rainbow.
Wind chimes is the double rainbow score. Yeah, the wind chimes playing in the background. Kyoto's Knees checks in and says, "That's beautiful, man."
I'm sure you think
Kyoto's
so.
Knees. Stephen Bull, nobody does it like the Bull, says, "The Coen Brothers flick, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The soundtrack was good." Well, thank you, Stephen Bull. That's cool. That guy sucks playing Mario Kart with. Well, I hear there's a new Mario Kart out. People that are interested in that.
Does it have double rainbows in it?
I don't think it has double rainbows in it. I got this one. I'm looking for another sound. There we go. I'm looking for my favorite sound so I can play my favorite one right here. Oh, here it is. It's me, Mario. That's right. This guy sucks playing. That's right. He could never play on Rainbow Road or everything. He'd be like, "It's fucking Rainbow Road, bro. It's beautiful. Rainbow Road is beautiful." You can never do that. Let me see. Stephen Bull, get the love from Pecan. The Soggy Bottom Boys, or Foggy or Soggy, says our friend Popkey. Hey, Stephen from Tiffany, Washington. That made him double gayer. Says Canadian girl. Let's see. It's also chocolate. Let's look at National Tweed Day. Tweed. It sounds like weed. What the tweed? I want to get into the weed. Right after this, maybe we can do Howard's Whack Package right after this, because this is about tweed. But we're gonna play. We have that great audio of we can take you back with a little Whack Package. The first one, because I also have a Riley Martin one kind of stuffed in my utility belt, courtesy of Psych Labs, that we can learn about Riley Martin. But I did promise the weed one, where we can go back and listen to an old Howard Stern segment where they used to crack on Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe, or Jackie Martling, and everything was weed. Scott, if you and Bobby Nick, if you remember back in the day with Jackie, right?
Yeah.
Every go, weed, weed, you gotta smoke weed, Howard. Everything was weed. So we'll get into that. But right now, we're gonna learn about tweed. It's National Tweed Day. On April 3rd each year, National Tweed Day focuses on all things tweed. It's just it's like weed with a T on it. This day has a couple of approaches to celebrating the day, so you can decide which one you believe is the source of National Tweed Day. I don't know. I'm gonna know what tweed is. Others, let me see. Tweed Day celebrates the fabric. Originally produced in Scotland, the durable textile was initially hand-woven. While the rough woolen cloth is sturdy, it is also known for being lightweight. The traditionally earthy colors blend well with the Scottish landscape, too. Different families of tweed fall into various categories and styles. The estate, the tweed represents the sheep from which the fabric is woven, and the pattern all determine the particular kind of tweed that it eventually becomes. Famous characters who wore tweed include Sherlock Holmes, right? He wore the tweed jacket, James Bond, and Professor Henry Jones, a.k.a. Indiana motherfucking Jones, who we were just talking about. How about Shannon Tweed? How about Shannon Tweed? That's the only tweed I like. So how do you observe it? You can wear a tweed. I don't think I own anything tweed, guys.
No.
Right, Bob? How about you, Scott?
No, I don't think I've ever owned anything tweed.
Yeah.
Who makes a special day to celebrate a clothing fabric with all? Yes, gay guys, maybe. I don't know, but that's kind of why we do the National Day. Hey,
Hello, Frisco.
Canadian girl, because I started noticing that every day there's some kind of silly, quirky national holiday for someone or something. So that's why I go to. What the hell is that?
Do you remember?
Can you guys hear that music?
No, I think it's your thing for one of your new bells and whistles.
Oh, it was. You're right, Scott. Yeah. But you're not hearing them?
No, we're not hearing them.
Oh, okay. I got to see why the sign's not coming through, but the symbols are coming up. Thank you. That was awesome. Bob hates Shannon Tweed's husband. That's right. That's right. That's right. We all know who that is. That's Gene Simmons. That's right. Mr.
Oh,
Gene
shit.
Simmons.
You know,
Yep. Oh,
Double Rainbow. I guess Double Rainbow guy died in
Did he?
2020.
Let me change my layout here so I can get you guys back on the screen.
Shit.
My layout is just doing whatever the fuck it wants today. 2, 3, 2 shot, 3 shot. There we go. Double Rainbow dude is dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He died.
Go ahead.
He died on May 9th, 2020 at the age of 57. It doesn't say how he died though.
Whoa, tripping balls.
I guess. Well, no, I guess he had a post on Facebook that said he was feeling feverish and having trouble breathing.
Yikes.
So yeah, something happened with his health, I guess.
Well, thanks for the update.
But
We just kind of
it doesn't say it, I guess the cause of death was never publicly released.
Wow. We kind of end up doing that because we're doing the National Day calendar, and we were doing Rainbow. We end up it's Rainbow Day. Then we're on double, triple Rainbow Day, and now we find out he's no longer with us. Reenie's checking in and says, "Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody." Reenie, here she comes. Coming in on starting hour number 3 of the Vibe. Come on in, Reenie. Everybody's saying hello to you. There you go. Bob Levy's new teeth are made of tweed. Is that right, Bob? I didn't say that. Fucking Widow Killer's on here talking shit about you. Let's see. Tiff Wash says, hey to Reenie. Stephen Bull says, I used to wear a brown tweed Western suit with a turquoise bolo tie. Imagine, picture that, brown, turquoise, Freddie Fender, with a big blue and gold brush cowboy boots. Yeah, Freddie Fender. And a huge 10-gallon hat cowboy. Come on, man. Come on with it, Stephen Bull. I know none of that's a lie because nobody does it like the Bull. Renee says, hi to Spurk Snake. Too much to take in, says Whitney's tits. Yeah, Tosh did did he do the web redemption is what he does, I think. He does the web redemptions where he has them come back on and kind of reflect on how the original kind of thing went when he went viral, right?
Right.
That was always kind of an interesting thing that Tosh did.
BF, I think that bells and whistles thing, I don't know if you've seen it. I think it was Reenie being a new member.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Reenie. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I got all kind of new bells and whistles. I got us on a 3-shot up here because my thing decided it was going to do what it wants to do as far as the layout day today. But thank you, Reenie, and thank you, everybody. Yep, I got some new Streamlabs bells and whistles. R.I.P. Rainbow Boy. It was a suicide, says Poppy. Uh-oh. What's up, boy, a space nerd from Reenie? I'm sad now. I can't figure out when National Credenza Day is.
Oh, fuck up.
He wants to know when the national holiday is for the credenza. He lived outside. Says Shyt Clyde. Whoa. Rest in peace, Rainbow Man, double rainbow guy. Or Pecan. Hey there, Tiff. Shyt, he was a homeless. He was a homeless. He wasn't a gay. He was a homeless. He was a homeless. I didn't know that. Everybody knows about him. A big bro hug to Pecan from Stephen Bull. Yep, Shyt, that's the only reason I knew about him. Reenie slept in today. All right. Two Joint says that this is the best 3 1-hour shows on the internet. So we're starting.
Time to wake your ass up, Reenie. Come on.
That's right. He did some. Oh, Tosh did something about Rainbow Guy dying, is what our friend Shyt Clyde's telling us in the chat. Ding, 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 Reenie, you get the Bronski from you get the Bronski. That's right, for being a member. Well, you don't get the Bronski here. You just get that little symbol, and that it should be a sound. I'll have to go back with that. June 26th, not the bees. Oh, that's the day. Thank you, BF, Scott, and Bobby Nick. Thank you, Reenie, and thank you for membering up. Look at that. She got the nice little member symbol right here. Let's see. I don't know if the bots aren't letting me know shit now that thing is. I don't know. Let me see. One's taking over another. That's what's happening here in Robot Live Van. So let's go. I don't have what else do I have here for National Day calendar? How about National Burrito day? Because I'm not a big burrito guy. How about you, gentlemen?
I like burritos, but I mean, not something I could eat every day. But
I don't really mess with
they're
these.
good. They're good.
Yeah, I ain't something I go out and order, but whenever I eat one, I like it. So
really,
yeah, I just ate a few the other day. Whenever I eat them, I can eat quite a few of them too.
I'll order them. We have a place that has like fucking huge ones here.
Really,
and they are fucking awesome. I haven't had one in months though, but
well, I guess it stands for Canada. It counts for Canada, too, that it's National Burrito Day on the first Thursday in April. It celebrates the tasty and versatile Mexican dish wrapped in a tortilla. A burrito is a heavy tortilla wrapped around meat, cheese, tomato, rice, beans, vegetables, and sauces. You know, I say that this is Mexican food is like this kind of food. It's all the same stuff, but just in different quantities and different shapes and sizes, right, Scott?
Yeah, packaged differently.
Packaged differently. That's right. It says, like many other tortilla dishes, the burrito is flexible. The The cook chooses the meat fillings from ground beef, shredded chicken, shredded beef, or shredded pork. The same applies to the bean choices, often ranging from black, red, whole, or refried beans. So there's a lot of flexibility in it. So no matter what kind of you mix that you like, how do you observe it? You call some friends over and go out for some burritos or make some at home. You say if you make it the best burrito, you might get some love today. How about that? Or you use National Burrito Day in your hashtags on social media. I see these a lot. Let's see. Pecan checks in and says love. Oh, it says love a good burrito supreme. Site Clyde says breakfast burritos are the way to go for sure. Bees. Bill Burrito has dark meat and spicy sauce. Facts, Site Clyde. Hoya Father Muckers. Wait, Steven said something up here. What's up? Avocado burrito? No. Avocado-less burritos, Bobby Nick is what he said.
That's right. There's no such thing as avocados in my world. Sorry.
Bobby. Trying to pick Bobby up and put him on my shoulders. Oh, shit. Help. I think Bobby's fat ass is going to crush me. That's our colorful thinking friend, Stephen Bull, because nobody does it like the Bull. Of course, here's Space Nerd saying, sign me up for National Burrito Day. She's all about these food ones. We always make her hungry when we do the National Day, hey, right here on the Vibe. Let's see. Let's do chocolate mousse real quick, and then we'll get on out of here and get on some other fun stuff. I got some internet shite and some other fun stuff we can get to. Now, this doesn't look bad. This just looks like fluffy pudding.
Yeah.
But I don't really, like, when I'm out, I'll order chocolate pudding, but I won't order mousse. But it's chocolate mousse day.
I'll get it when it's on the buffet. I'll get it when it's on the buffet.
On the buffet? Well, mousse is prepared by beating eggs and cream both into a frothy, airy consistency and then folding the ingredients together to create a light, creamy delight. While mousse can be either savory or sweet, for this day, we will focus on the all-time favorite, chocolat. The word mousse and chocolate are derived from the French language, so it isn't difficult to believe that France is where it began, looking for the beginnings of this versatile creation. While we have no exact point in time when this might have been, we do know that chocolate was introduced to the French around the year 1615, and they fell in love. So it's chocolate mousse day. Get your mousse on. Oh my goodness. Scott, we can talk about buffet talk because my favorite buffet is the good old Golden Corral.
Right. I think I've ate that one once or twice. I always liked, I don't know if it's everywhere, but it was Ryan's. That might be out of business now, but a Ryan's chain or Bonanza. I used to like Bonanza's buffet.
Bonanza, that was really good when I was a kid, man. Holy shit. But yet, really the only other besides Bonanza, the only other buffets I've ever been to were fucking Chinese buffets.
Yeah. I haven't been to one since the pandemic.
Same. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have either, Scott, or maybe one on vacation I went to. Sly Clyde says, that's the most boomer phrase you ever said. I order chocolate pudding when I'm out. Wait a minute. No, the most boomer thing that you could say is I order like tapioca pudding that has those weird little lumps in it. That's what Terry needs.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
I used to like it when I was a kid, Bob, but not so much now.
I always hated it. It just,
Heckwood A's, get you some instant pudding and heavy whipping cream. That's the shiz, says Reenie checking in. What a great day for food, says Space Nerd. A lot of food ideas on the show today. Chocolate mousse was the French guy in Val Kilmer's Top Secret movie. Taking us back to yesterday. High Pitch could murder the Chinese. Who's High Pitch? You go home now. You eat us our house at home. You go home now. No more for you. No, you fat asshole. Hey, I'm hungry. Who's High Pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. Great memories to Chunksta for pulling that one out there from Top Secret because we talked about Val Kilmer passing just yesterday, folks. Well, I think we went over all the fun ones, and we did make fun out of those crazy holidays that exist only on the National Day calendar. We just did the National Day Hey Hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. This is the Vibe. Super stoked and happy to see 30 or more of you in the chat throughout the entirety of the show. Please like, share, subscribe, and let people know that the vibe is different over here. If you're tired of the real world outside or the Dabbleverse world, whatever it is, come to our bubble. This is the Vibe. And we're about to keep it going, keeping the fun going here. Great memory. All the night bots are running for all of our friends. There's 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link. If you join that one right over there, it's our messaging little community over there. And you can send us videos and messages about all the stuff that we do over there on 100 Proof Podcasting. There is my TeePublic merch store where you can get the BF Chang shirts and a lot of my other merch. You can click on that. Popke says that High Pitched Eric and Joey Boots were the Chinese buffet's worst nightmares. Profit margins were destroyed. Right. You go home now. You go away. You'll take my profit margin away. You ate my profit margin. Fuck you. Speaking of High Pitch, he lost a lot of weight recently, says our boy Pete.
Yeah, he did. I've seen him probably like about 3 months ago, or maybe 6 months ago on Joey C's, and yeah, it was like, holy shit, he looked a lot slimmer than he ever looked, man.
Surely,
like, holy shit.
Shuley said he lost a bunch of weight and he talks with a deeper voice now. He don't talk with the high pitched voice anymore.
Hey,
Well, I noticed that on fucking Joey C's show, because he was I was like, oh, maybe it's always been a bit, because like, you know, he was talking with a lower voice. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm maturing, you asswipe. Okay, what I got here? I got one.
Hi, mommy. Are you proud of me?
Oh,
I'm better at.
There we go. Hi, mommy. He spent 2 months at the Ram Ranch. What are we talking about, Perry? Speaking of high pitch, he spent too much at the Ram Ranch. Whoa, it's not 2K, or it's Tokay checking in. Tokay. Scott, is it true that you once ate a baby kitten, man?
Not true. Not true.
He repeats, not true. Well, it was opening day of baseball recently, just this week. It's kind of the rite of spring, letting us know that summer's on the way. And, you know, even I got some video that even lets us know that even nuns and Jesus are fans of baseball. Look at it. The Lord is fans of baseball. Oh, let me get some sound on this. What's the caption say? It says, Sister Mary Jo did a sick bicep bounce when she threw the first pitch with Jesus in the stands. Let's watch. BF, even flow, BF. Look at that. That's better than Baba Booey's and fucking 50 Cent and a couple of them I can think of. Let's go back and watch Sister. She made it right down the middle. And this is recent. This is from just the other day. And this is at Baltimore. I saw this guy the other day. We have a guy that dresses up like Jesus, and it's pretty much at every game I see him on television. They put him on the shot. You can see the lady has a Baltimore thing next to him. My wife pointed down to him the other day and said, why is there a guy dressed up like Jesus at the ballpark? And he's always at the park. So here he is. It was Jesus Loves Baseball. There you go. Looking like a broke-ass Russell Brand. You look like a Russell Brand from a Temu. If we order you from Temu. All right. Well, what are we going to do next, guys? I think that it's time for, it's that time. Oh, no, that sounds like a country song. Jesus has front row seats. You got a question mark, but that sounds like a country song. Bling. Jesus had front row seats. And Satan's in general mission. We'll work on that. All right. Well, let's continue on with the vibe here, and let's get on with a Terry Nee knowledge break. A Terry knowledge break. Come on, I got a couple of them in the hopper. This is the vibe. This is Chat Family. It is time for the Terry knowledge break. It's been a couple days since we've done one. Bobby's checking out on the knowledge break. He's probably got shit or something. Let me see. Here we go. It's Terry's knowledge break time. So let me go. I think I have more than one in here, so I will go to video file. I will go to my Terry Nee folder, and I will see what he has for us. Ooh, first of all, I'm going to play this first selection. I've had this for a minute. This one's called, this is called Make Up Lies. This is a Terry knowledge break. Make Up Lies.
Bricked up, lying strong. Wolf's racing all night long. He's intact, the world's gone wrong. Bricked up, this our song. Bricked up, high and strong. Wolf's racing all night long. He's intact, the world's gone wrong.
All that shit came off. There you go. That's why he called it Makeup Lies, because it all flew off there. That's our little Terry Nee knowledge break right here on the Vibe as I go to this crazy shot. It's making me choose all the shots there, Scott. It's me and Scott Fitzpatrick. Bobby's backstage, so we'll bring him back when he comes back as we continue on right here with the Vibe as we check that off. Well, I'm always out here looking for stuff, the fun stuff that we can get into and play while we're here on the old intranets here every day, Monday through Friday. And when I have some random stuff of no particular order or anything or topic, I like to throw them in the hopper in a little segment that I'd like to call BF's Internet Shyt. I'm going to show you some Internet Shyt. That's right. We're going to do it and get into it. It's time for BS Internet Shyt. Like I said, when I just got some random stuff. What's up, Scott? You mute him?
No. I just seen a question that you got coming up in the chat that I was just kind of thinking about. I think.
Yeah, let me think. I'm still having my screen is like doing weird shit over here today. I'm gonna refresh it. I might have to refresh it real quick. It's doing all kind of weird layout shit on me. That's why I'm doing. That's why you're having a Jason Bardo day. That's why I'm doing all this shit.
I've been sneaking bites of some honey creamy peanut butter ever since we talked about it yesterday, man. I've been.
Oh yeah, you brought Scott. Let me I'm gonna play. Let me play something real quick. I'm gonna play the first piece of internet. Well, if I leave it, I'll play the Internet Shyt. Yeah, you got the creamy peanut butter. I want to do a little refresh of my signal real quick. So
all right,
hang on one second. I'm gonna hit refresh literally. All right.
All righty. It's Stephen Bull. I seen where you asked, said something about my.
That didn't take too long. Now I'm back. Let's see if we can get. There we go. I couldn't even get to my thing where my comments were, buddy. So what was the comment that you saw?
It was Stephen Bull that said picking up a cigarette butt and then staring up at Scott. What is this? And the reason that kind of hit me kind of funny is because my granddaughter. Now that I'm kind of staying over here at Stormy's, my granddaughter has never seen anybody smoke before. She don't know what a cigarette is.
Oh,
and so outside, so I'm not going to be the first person she sees smoke.
Yeah, that's rough. I wouldn't want that on my conscience. And then 5-10 years down the road, you got to see her puffing on one and wondering if it was because of you. I don't even watch you, Grandpa.
She doesn't even know what one is. So, but whenever I go outside to smoke, I've been leaving my butts kind of laying around. And when we went outside, she picks one up and she was generally asking me a question. What is this? And all I could think of was, ew, gross, get that away from me.
Yeah, well, right. And then I just saw you with it the other day, Pop. Like, what are you talking about here? Well, Scott, what I have learned, once kids got you, they got you. So you might as well just be like upfront and honest, because if you don't teach them, some other fool's going to teach them. That's what I say. So yeah, you might not want that on you, Ricky Bobby, but she's going to figure out stuff eventually, whether it be through you or other means. Let's see. Good, my damn algorithm is all sovereign citizen arrest videos. What the hell? Well, how about do this? Let's do some Internet Shyt, because mine's not all sovereign citizen arrest videos. We do fun stuff like here on the Vibe. And Scott, this is our boy again. He's up to his antics with his parents. That's right, it's Corbin Millette. And this time he puts the Jumbotron in his parents' bathroom. So let's see how his parents like a Jumbotron while you're doing your business in the bathroom.
Parents' bathroom. My mom's been yelling at me to get the Jumbotron out of the dining room, so I figured the bathroom would be a good location for it instead.
Oh my God, Corbin, are you fucking kidding me? I asked you to take the Jumbotron down. That doesn't mean you put it in the bathroom. Oh, that's so cool. So
How afraid? Oh, that's the bathroom.
cool. You guys can't even show
Well, this the bathroom or the bedroom? It's the bathroom. Right.
Hey, don't. All you gotta do is just twist it.
Oh my God.
You gotta twist it to shut the door.
Engineer, Mom.
What about that? I ain't never coming out of here now. This is staying. This thing is out. Yes, it is.
Staying. This is getting out of the house.
If this one's staying, we're getting two more.
Yeah,
we're
we
putting
are.
another
Two
one
more.
and one back up in
You
the bed.
tell her, Dad.
That's right.
Tell.
That's
I am sick and tired
It looks
of being
great.
outnumbered. This is my fucking fucking house. This is my fucking house. You two can get the fuck
this
out.
is our house.
2-1, Mom.
2-1. We're keeping it. Your mom always got to be a freaking party pooper, man.
Putting a jumbotron in my parents'
I see all the guys in the chat. I see all the guys in the chat saying, I want one. I want one of them.
Yeah.
He should put it directly above the toilet next time. He should put it above there. Peacock wants it himself. Well, who wouldn't want that? Guys like that stuff. Mom is a Debbie Downer. That's right. Mom does come off like the Debbie Downer. It's very rare that dad is like pissed off about something. Maybe this one will piss off dad, but likely not. Here's Corbin again, Scott. This time he decided he's going to build a basketball court in his parents' living room.
My parents' living room into a basketball court.
This is March Madness, and to keep the spirits high, I turned my parents' living
We've seen him do everything, like make this thing a bar, a gym, a strip club, all kind of stuff.
room into a mini basketball
He's
court.
still got the Jumbotron.
Yeah! Mark Madness, baby!
There you go. Dad's in it.
I'm about to chug a C4 and show you who's boss, boy.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Chug a C4.
Come on, play me. Come on, let's run it back. Put the phone down. And that thing's... I'm telling you right now. Yeah. I'm gonna chug this and then you're gonna feel the pain.
Harry,
From here,
Harry needs a C4 too.
Shut the fuck up. My house, my rules. Here we go. Boom!
So here's Mom.
I don't understand why you have to do this every freaking time. Oh, yay, a basketball court in my freaking living room. Monday through Sunday, every freaking day of the week.
Monday through Sunday.
Oh, so we got to have basketball on March Madness. I bet you can't even name 3 teams that are playing in the March Madness.
How's the bucks if you can make it from back there?
I'm back here.
Yeah.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Uh-oh. Oh, she hit the
Turning my parents' living room
Mom didn't
into a
make
basketball.
it. She didn't make it. That kid. I'm telling you. You could just tell he's got to be pulling in some mad coins, Scott.
Yeah, he must.
Because he has all the money to buy Jumbotrons and just stay home all day and do this crazy shit. And you can tell by the reaction, Mom reaction isn't always as bad. You know, I think it'd be worse if he wasn't pulling down some coin.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Two Joint says, Mom hips are a C4. Damn. God damn. See, Two Joints likes all them groceries. Now that's the energy we expect Perry to have with a C4, but he's a lump on a fucking log.
Shut the fuck up.
You're right, man. But you have to remember something about Perry. Even though this guy lives with his parents, when we're talking about Perry, we got to keep in mind that it's Perry's house.
My house.
All right.
He's not allowed in my house.
You can't do that in your house?
Allowed in my house.
Why not?
Unless I allow them in my house.
Oh, that would help.
Then if I allow them here, they're allowed in my house.
All right.
My house.
Okay.
Then they're allowed.
Who the hell, Jagoff?
It's his house, so I don't think he's going to let Corbin in his house. Widow Killer says, I know he put a McDonald's in his parents' house. I wonder he can do it to Perry's apartment.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he did like a Krispy Kreme, I think. He did a slushy machine. He's done a beer tap, all kind of stuff. A Coke fountain machine. He's done all kind of shit. My fucking kids are terrible earners, says Popke, compared to this kid. You got to get them out there viral, man. Forget all that college and educating shit, man. Just get them viral and they'll do something. All right. Well, this certainly counts as a cool piece of internet shite. My next piece I have for you. That's what we're doing right here on The Vibe, enjoying a Thursday afternoon. This is just my first show of 2 shows today. I'll see you at 10 o'clock tonight for replayables. But right now we're doing internet shite, Scott, and check this out. This is riding lawnmower demolition derby. Sunday, lawn cutting action. Come on now, there's got to be something here. Come on. Everybody can do this one, Scott. Lawnmower demolition derby. There you go. That's some fun internet shite right there. I ain't never seen that. I never seen no internet shite like that. All right.
They's going pretty fast too, really.
They wasn't. Dude, like they hit each other, and dude like lifted out of his seat.
Yeah.
Like, Leroy might want to think about a seatbelt. Spurge says that's fire. He liked that shit. That's cool.
Keep your legs in.
Someone has got to lose a limb. Well, either falling off of it. I hope they're smart enough to take at least the blade off of it, Scott, if they're doing it for using it for this activity. Hey, Stephen Bull says, they just let me come back on Facebook. And it seems that y'all done forgot about me. Oh, we forgot about Dre. Did everyone split from Bull's Head Soup Group? Shit is fire. Well, Stephen, if you're a part of a group and you get kicked off for 30 days, what's everybody supposed to do, bro? You got to keep it 100, man. You got to stay on there if you want to be around. Now try to ask one of those guys to cut the grass. Hey, Tits McGee 2.0 checking in. Well, I don't know. Well, if you're not down with cutting grass, maybe you just want to cruise, Scott. Maybe you just want to cruise. Like my next friend in my next piece of internet shite right here. Yes, you're not seeing things, folks. He has a Cybertruck skateboard, like electric skateboard. Oh, look, it's got little scratches on it, too. I think somebody keyed it with little key marks. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Widow Killer says, I have $1 million idea. Credenza Demolition Derby. Well, Jim has been threatening that he wants to be the driver when Perry lets his Corolla, gives it up and goes in a Demolition Derby. Jim is going to ride that in the Derby.
Shut the fuck up.
You said you were going to get another vehicle and that Jim could ride the Corolla in the Demolition Derby. Let's keep watching this, and then I got one more piece of cool internet shite. My dude, look at this. It's got like blinking running lights on the front of it, Scott. Like this was well thought out. I mean, this brother is like all about it. He's like jamming to his music, just waiting for the red light to change. There you go. That's his. There you go. All right. And now I got one last piece of internet shite, and then we'll see what kind of fun we can fit into the last half hour of the Vibe. This is Thursday. This is the Vibe Stream Show 279. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's go. I got this piece for you, and this is this is like quirky and talented and interesting, and so it's internet shite. And this is the last piece I have for you for today's segment of internet shite. It's Spider-Man, the Piano Man. Let's see, Scott. I want you to take this in. This is a guy dressed in a Spider-Man suit, but he has a special skill and ability. He's slinging his webs a little differently. He's got some musical webs. My dude's playing chords, Scott.
Yeah.
Yes, Scott. Now, I watched that the first time, and the first time I'm like, what am I watching? I'm watching a tubby, a not so fit guy in a Spider-Man suit. He's got lots of string, and then I'm watching this, and I'm like, how is this guy pulling this off like note for note? He's got something on every finger. He's got cords on the wrist. One more time, he's got stuff on the feet. This is the last piece of internet shite. Spidey has boldly let himself go. 7 hours later. 7 hour setup. It's when Mary Jane is filming, yes. Like 3-note chords he's pulling off. I couldn't do that with my fingers directly on the keyboard.
I wonder what made a guy want to do that.
Loneliness.
Spidey's shooting ropes, Bobby did.
What did I come back to?
Internet shite. Booyah! it's Bobby Nick playing in a Spider-Man suit, playing the piano. That was the last piece of Internet Shyt in this segment by the very same name. Now time to move on with the show. Let's see what fun we can squeeze in the last half hour or so that we're going to be together. I hope you enjoyed those couple of quirky clips right there. That was Internet Shyt. Hell to the yeah, creating positive vibes with my friend Scott Fitzpatrick and Bobby Nick. I'm your man, Bobby Fran. Hope you guys are having fun today. I see all the private messages a little too late in the background. He's no Saxsquatch, says JFK Headchunk. You are right about that. Had a lot of fun seeing Saxsquatch out live with Terry Nee. Even though he got a little handsy with me, it was still fun. A little fun, but let's enjoy a little bit of that. And then we're going to probably do the sexy segments because I don't think we did the sexy segments yesterday, did we? I can't remember. Sometimes I did get my days mixed up. But let's have a little fun playing some Saxsquatch here as we start to wind down this edition of The Vibe. We're going to be around till at least 3 o'clock or so. I see something coming in on the messenger. Hell yeah, suck it now. It's Saxsquatch.
Yeah.
This is The Vibe. Woo! We'll get into our Juicy Man Meat and Bricked Up segment coming right up.
Double Saxsquatch all the way across the sky.
Double Saxsquatch, no way. And then I had to stop recording because Terry started getting handsy.
Yeah.
Suck it now. Suck it now. Hell yeah, blowing that shit, son. What you know about that? What you know about that? I know about that.
Yeah, Bobby Fran, I sent a video of a guy trying out his brand new arm in the messenger.
Okay, I want to see what this is. Trying his brand new arm. Here we go. I will click on it, and oh, okay. Let's see. This is a new technology. We were doing science earlier, so here's some science from Bobby Nick. Bobby has a science report for us right here.
Yes.
C'est la 2. Oui,
oh shit.
Parce que je vais... Attendez, est-ce qu'il y a mon aide-soignant qui est... Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais, voilà. C'est de... Je vais essayer. Ouais. Non, ah non, visiblement, ça ne marche pas.
It's malfunctioning.
C'est la 2.
He's gonna rip his own penis off. He couldn't stop it.
Parce que je vais... Attendez, est-ce qu'il y a mon aide-soignant qui est pas... Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais, voilà. C'est de...
Visiblement,
ça ne marche pas. Attends, c'est la 2.
All right, there's a science report from Bobby Nick. What was somebody? I think it was at one of those shows did that where they stuck their thing in something and they had to go to the hospital. Like the thing, I believe the show's similar to that. There you go.
I think it was on Big Bang Theory.
Thank you, Scott. I couldn't pull the name out of my skull. But let's show you another piece of Saxsquatch, and then we're gonna have fun. Let's do. We'll have some sexy Saxsquatch music, and then we'll get into our last couple of segments: Juicy Man Meat and Bricked Up. Something for the ladies, something for the guys. All right, now I'm gonna play one more Saxsquatch here. Oh, come on. Let's do this one. Y'all know this. Hotel room. They set the thing to 1992 settings. You're not at the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn, folks, but you are watching The Vibe. This is The Vibe 279. We're going to do the sexy segments coming up because it's ladies first. So we'll let the ladies go first with their Juicy Man Meat. And then we'll get bricked up with the fellas, and then we're going to do our plugs, and then we're going to ease on down the road. But now, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that segment that's not for me, and it's not for the guys. This is just for the ladies. This is their Juicy Man Meat.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy Man Meat. Beat up the
Right, ladies, it is just for you. This is the segment that is designed and produced and just for the ladies. Juicy Man Meat, just for the ladies. And here comes some content that isn't for me and it isn't for Scott or Bobby Nick. This is your Juicy Man Meat for Thursday, ladies. Here's your first piece. Is that a young space nerd right there? Young space nerd. Stormy. It's like it's for guys like Granny and on Uncle Jack.
Yeah.
I like the looks on that girl's face. There you go. That made that one fun. And yes, Stormy is right that it's not for me or not for you guys. It's just for the ladies and some of the gay guys. She makes a good point.
Right.
You missed the old intro song for Juicy Man Meat. Oh, you missed the Juicy Man Meat one. I don't think I still have that loaded up, but I got it on file here. Well, Stacy upped her game, and yeah, she started it out. We started calling this just for the ladies, and then the word bricked up got worked into it, and then now she turned it into bricked up. So we're rolling with it. But thanks, Bull. Juicy Man Meat, Space Nerd is utilizing the bricked up emojis and Juicy Man Meat emojis.
Oh, yeah.
And you can too if you support me monthly here on the Vibe. Thank you. Kyoto's knees is bricked up and get ready to get bruised up again. Space Nerd's laughing and ready to go. Not B says Kyoto and Jerry tune in for this segment exclusively. Shut up, you cunt. You fucking cunt, you. Definitely Uncle Jack says Stormy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's funny because I'll click by and I'll see Uncle Jack on air, and it seems like more often than not, somebody on air is razzing Uncle Jack or Stormy. I saw Stormy taking shots at Uncle Jack one night too. Like Uncle
She
Jack
loves big shots at him.
I picked up on that, Bobby Nick. Yes. Yeah, I seen though. I passed by an alpha male conversation one night. I passed by that one night, and there people's like, yeah, all alpha males say that they're alpha males, don't they? You know, all that shit. Funny.
Right.
Stormy was taking some shots, and she's in the chat doing the same thing. 6 out of 10, 3-star. She gives it the Perry rating right there. But if you remember here, you can use the Juicy Man Meat or bricked up emojis. Widow Killer says, I bet if the roles were reversed, she'd be complaining. Maybe. Exactly, Stormy. The first time straight men have appeared on Juicy Man Meat. Let's see. Well, that's interesting, Widow Killer, right? If a girl was saw in a viral video, guy staring at a bunch of female boxers weighing in, I might be taken differently. You're not wrong. Exactly, Stormy. Them two are taking shots at Jack. We have that one. I will take shots at Jack day. Oh my God. Yeah, I passed by that one night. I'm like, Jesus, Jack is getting killed in this fucking show. I'm starting to see that's why most people like kind of hang out on there at night, just to see who can get the best shots in on Jack. Well, I don't know who can get the best shots in. I bet Stormy's up there, but I'm gonna give you your next shot, ladies, of Juicy Man Meat right here. These are working wood. It's working the wood. This guy's got wood. It's lumber Uncle Jack. Lumberjack. Yeah. All right, there you go. You got enough. Bobby checks in with a gay emoji. Shyt Clyde has some breaking news for us. Shyt Clyde. From the desk of Shyt Clyde, breaking news. The Levyverse will be returning tomorrow morning. Bob will be back on the air.
Oh, interesting.
I know that he came back from Turkey. And then he's out on the West Coast area. He kind of let some clues out there on a kind of personal, professional basis. Maybe he will elaborate on other things that he's been doing while he's been gone. But yes, you might notice that our boy, it's not been many weeks, Scott and Bobby Nick, where Bob Levy isn't on at least like one day during the week.
Yeah.
So if you need your Bob Levy fix, we got breaking news from Shyt Clyde, the produce guy for the Levyverse, that he'll be back tomorrow. Tiff is giving the love from Stormy right on back because they love busting on Jack. 9 out of 10, 4-star on that last one, says Space Nerd on the Lumberjack. New shows are starting next week on the Levyverse. So member up there on the Levyverse. And there are Levyverse links, I believe, running in this chat as well. Psych, always interrupting my bricking up. P-Cunt getting the shout out, love, the applause. Morning show. I prefer afternoon shows. Pacific time, says Not the Bees. Widow Killer says those are those cat tattoos on his chest? I don't know. That might be reaffirm what Bobby said about him being gay. Let's check. Okay, what is that? I don't know. It's just those. Nah, it's just like tribal. It's tribal bonds, bro. I'm cool. I got tribal bonds, bro. Let's see. This host is loving this. Not true. Who are you that you are disguised as someone else? And I do not love this. BF does not like the man meat. I do this under protest, and I do it for the great percentage of ladies that are part of the vibe, because I understand that not many shows have a great ladies audience like I do. We have the best ladies. We have the most funnest, the bestest party ladies like Space Nerd and Tiffany Washington and Stormy that will bust balls with the best of them. And here's the next one. And don't forget, ladies and guys, you got to catch up a little bit, because my sister, Stacey Allen, among others, is just inundating me with juicy man meat. Now, I'm highly heterosexual, and I'm adding as much bricked up content as I can. But if you want to hit me up, guys, and keep up with the ladies, you got to hit me on email at bflive420@gmail.com. You got to submit that stuff for bricked up, fellas. Because my sister sends me like 5, 10, 8 of them at a time, Bobby Nick. It's crazy.
Wow, really?
Right. I mean, it's bad enough that I do this. I do this segment under protest. I do it just for the ladies, and I got my sister bombarding me with shit. But it is for her. It's not for me. It's for my sister, and it's just for the ladies. This is their juicy man meat. What in the hell are we looking at? Is this like Mr. Paint when he was younger? Got a tiger in his pants. This ain't Jim Ross. This is Jim the Boss. All right.
Hello,
well, at least Kyoto likes it, so that's good. Kyoto's knees is ready to get down on it. So that's a good sign that that's a good piece of juicy man meat. This is just for the ladies and for Kyoto. How about that? That was number 3. So I think I owe you one more, ladies. So here it is. It's not for me. What? Whoa, Pete, what is Rainey is she's dead in the coffin. Wait, what are you dead about? What are you doing? Whoa. We got a negative 10 out of 10 stars from that one, Tiffany Washington. Oh my goodness. I don't have enough info to rate this guy, says Space Nerd. Well, I have one last one that you can rate, ladies. Here we go. This is your last piece of juicy man meat for today's segment. BF, you got Latin music on there. He just pissed himself? What did he do? He just pissed himself. All right, ladies, this is your last piece, so throw your ratings in there. And the member ladies can use their bricked up emojis, their juicy man meat emojis. BF, that's gay. There you go. He pissed. All right, ladies. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm happy to have so many great ladies be part of my community. I hope you. Here we go. 9 out of 10. The best. I saved the best for last. She's thoroughly bricked up. Is that Miles Davis? I'm not familiar. I don't know. Get this fruit a rear's diaper peeing himself at the gym. Right, exactly. I mean, he's as bad as Perry with that shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, I know Perry enjoyed this. He's in the background enjoying this, and I hope you ladies enjoyed it too, because it wasn't for Perry. It was really for you, some of the gay guys, and just for the ladies. That was your bricked up segment for today. Juicy man meat, I should say.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy man meat. BF loves it the most, that's no lie. We hit a party time to amplify. Juicy man meat. Juicy man meat. Go gay or straight, yes it's true. Get the party started, it's just for you.
All the ladies are still here and checking in with their ratings after the fact for their segment. That was Juicy Man Meat. 7 out of 10, 4 stars, says Tiffany Washington. 7 out of 10, and a pea pot. What do we? From my sister. I don't know. You might have sent that. I really don't know, because once they come in, I simply put them in my bookmark folder, and they come up whatever order they come up in when we do that segment for the ladies. Peeing your pants is cool, says Widow Killer. Reenie says, here comes my favorite part now. All right, well, I'm glad you're having fun. It's 2:48 here on the East Coast of the United States. We're going to make our way up to the top of the hour and have fun doing so. But I don't think Perry would have liked that. He probably would have called the police on that one. He was watching.
I'm never eating food from that door again. Fuck you.
I don't know about that, but I know that Perry did think that was Perry sexy. It was always sexy. How'd you like that, Perry?
Sexy.
You did like it, didn't you?
Sexy.
Okay, I'm glad you liked it.
Wonders what it would be like if Perry had a gash.
What would that be like?
Sexy.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Well, let's pretend that Perry was actually a female made for men.
Let's pretend.
Sexy. Nope, not interested in anal. But actually, I did have a girl that I did do anal to, and it was weird. A tight hole, different. She said, enter slowly. I did. And then I came. It was quick.
Ooh.
Sexy lady.
Oh. What you know about that? Da, da. Da, da. Da, da, da.
Very simple. You push one part.
Da, da, da.
It's like a cake kind of thing.
Da, da, da.
You fucking murdering motherfucker! I'm never eating fucking food from that door again! You cocksuckers!
Well, that looks good.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Or is it the angel of Da? Widow Killer says Perry says that he's a man made for women. So does that include the pre-op transgender women?
Shut the fuck up.
I did not say that. Widow Killer said it. Well, be careful, Widow Killer, because he might shoot you if you're around him. You say that, but he will definitely not shoot the sheriff. He didn't do that.
My gun shot the sheriff!
His gun did it.
He didn't shoot the deputy!
Oh no.
Oh no. My gun
shit.
shot the sheriff! Boy, you know I wasn't holding it. Ow, ow!
Well, maybe if they go driving, maybe if he's hanging out with Bob, maybe they'll do it in Perry's car. As we start to wind down this episode of The Vibe, we're going to get bricked up with the boys, but we're having a little fun with our Perry Caravello music here, made by Chris Popke.
I love my car.
Yes,
it's too valuable to me, and it's in way too good of condition to me, and I will never get rid of it. You see? My car. I love my car, and I take good care of my car, and still in good shape. The seats aren't torn. My car. When the plastic or the leather starts cracking, then it's time to replace that. Or get a whole new vehicle. Good day.
We'll do one more song, and then we're going to make our way to the fellas segment. We're going to get semis together, and we're going to get bricked up, just like Bob and Perry, the two best friends. Thanks for bobbing. Having fun here on The Vibe. 279.
Slow down with this best friend thing.
What?
I can't joke around with my best friend.
Why not?
Look at it.
What?
This is what best friends do. Like, hey.
I never did a porn with my childhood best friend.
Sure.
You're a nice guy. I'm not going to say that you're not a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your chick.
Well, you will be tonight.
Bob came up with that in real time. That was fucking
I
great.
can't joke around with my best friend.
Have a little hit with you.
Look at it. This is what best friends do. Like, hey. You see, now he doesn't want to be near his best friend.
And I never did a porno, okay? With any Asian guy. especially a gay porno, weirdo. Slow down with this best friend thing.
I can't joke around with my best friend. Look at it. This is what best friends do. Like, hey,
Well,
see, now he doesn't want to be near his best friend.
if you don't want to be around, if you can't have fun with his best friend, I wonder if Perry can get bricked up with his best friend.
She's cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right. It's time to get bricked up with the fellas. We did a sexy segment for the ladies, and now it's the fellas' turn to get semis together late in the afternoon at the end of the Vibe. Gary Newman and NIN, that's 9 Inch Nails, doing Cars Live. It's amazing. Tiffany Washington and Rene's laughing, and Ohio Crazy is a level of its own. Bricked up and laying pipe. Popkey's ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
The boys are ready, and even some of the girls. Because, like Stormy said, even though that segment might be for the ladies and some gay guys, I imagine the same could be said for this segment right here. This is the vibe. The ladies love other sexy ladies, so let's do it. Let's get bricked up.
Oh, that's some jiggle.
Straightening out our nails there.
Oh, yeah. There's Beacon. He's bricked up. All right, we saw them big old teddies, tiggle bitties. She got them tiggle bitties. That's our first piece of Internet Shyt. Bricked up for the guys, that is. Here we go. Here's our next piece. Oh, and I know there's some biker guys out there, so who like bikers and boobs? Bikers and boobs is the theme of this next one for Bricked Up.
Always, thank you.
Oh. Where are the safety glasses? Hockey. She had a face. That's the weirdest Siamese twins I ever seen talking about them titties. Says Rainey. BAF. Ursher's gonna come get you, BAF. Ursher. I thought we were gonna see something here for a minute. I had to watch through this one. I thought the wind was gonna take them titties away, Scott.
Yeah, you the wind blowing extra hard again, you know.
I was like, I better watch this fully. Let's see.
We're making impressions right on her titties.
She's dangerous. She gets you hurt.
Mm-hmm. Gets you in jail and hurt worse. Widow Killer is checking in saying they just released the trailer for the new Naked Gun movie starring Liam Neeson. I've been hearing little drips and drabs about that Widow Killer, so I'm gonna investigate that a little more. What do I hear him grumbling in the background? Who's doing that?
It was me.
You okay?
Yeah.
So you're one of those guys, Scott? You one of those guys, Bobby Nick?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess
want to fuck with classics.
Seeing the trailer would be a good first step, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I guess he's playing the Leslie Nielsen, the straight cop role or whatever, but I've never known him to play too much comedy.
Well, that's the thing, you know? Like, this is supposed to be a funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, better turn the funny on, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, at least Leslie Nielsen. I understand he was a serious movie actor up until he did Airplane, and then he kind of got a typecast for that, and so we kind of knew of him already being kind of silly by the time he did the Naked Gun movie. So, but yeah, we're gonna have to see. We'll have to do a little review of that. I don't know if I'm going to see it anytime soon, unless my wife wants to see it. But I'll definitely get on see if we can find a trailer, and we'll talk more about the upcoming Naked Gun movie and see what people think about it, if they're looking forward to it or not. Please don't road rash those titties. Oh yeah, don't road rash 3 Don't get hit on the head with a wrench or nothing like that. Don't hurt them titties, girl. Don't like the idea. I guess OJ won't be in the reboot. Pecan don't like it. I see OJ and he is scared. It happens. Liam Neeson has an awesome sense of humor, But have we really seen it on screen?
I don't
we're
know.
trying to think of movies where we've seen it demonstrated, because normally I have a particular set of skills, and I'm gonna kill the fucking world. You know, that's normally kind of his kind of vibe, if you will, as we talk about vibes here on BF Live, and we continue on. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss. We'll debate. That's what we do here on the Vibe. So let's continue on. All right. Well, I got a couple more pieces. Here we go. Oh, this is a very good one. Of course, I think they're all good. And guys, come on. You have to keep up with the ladies. I'm getting bombarded with juicy man meat. Fellas, you got to hit me up. If you follow me on social media, hit me up in my DMs, or you can just do bflive420@gmail.com. And I need some stuff from the fellas, because I'm highly heterosexual, but I'm having a hard time keeping up by myself. But I does my best. And here's a piece that I found for us. Okay, Liam did well on SNL. So did our friend Hockey.
Yeah, I saw that. It was that good.
Well, I hear the doubt in Bobby's voice, and a lot of people don't even like the premise. So I think to some extent, it might not even matter the comedic prowess of whoever they put in the role. Some people just think it's sacrilegious just to fuck with the Naked Gun movie.
Yeah.
Right, Bob? Is that kind of? I think that seems like your take. Like you would rather them not even mess with it. It's not that Liam Neeson's going to mess it up. I think you're saying you would rather not them even fucking remake it, right?
Yeah, for real. Like, I mean, I usually am for remakes, but not really for comedies. You know, like I don't know. There's something sacred about like the institution of comedy, and you know, you remake a comedy and it's never good. It's just never fucking,
because they're playing off of the previous premises and laughs and everything, maybe. So
yeah, and it's like
what's up, Scott?
Comedy. I'll say this: comedy ages. You know.
Yeah, and it doesn't always age well. You're right.
Yeah.
Good, Scott.
Hey guys, look, titties.
Oh yeah, titties. Okay,
there is titties.
Yeah, why are you talking about comedy? We're talking about titties. Thanks, Scott. We got a little off. Thanks. Scott got us right back on. This is disgusting, says Kyoto's knees. Wait a minute. Thank you, Space Nerd. Space Nerd, what's up? God damn. Those are utterly wonderful. The Nerd is thanking all of us for a fun show today. Thank you, Space Nerd.
Nerd.
By acknowledging us, Nerd points out to me that we are officially 3 o'clock. We're going into Dang it, Scott. I was more interested in the movie talk. Let's see. Take care, Nerd, from our friend P-Cunt. As I check in with one more piece of content, or maybe two more, I think I got. I lost track. Let's see if it loads up, guys. Oh, that's Nunchuck Tyler. I don't need Nunchuck Tyler. Nunchuck Tyler ended up in the Just for the Ladies in this bricked up segment somehow. How did that happen? Oh, here we go. This would be a decent one to end on, fellas. Maybe. Here we go. Come on, guys. Let's get bricked up. It's 3 o'clock here. This is the Vibe.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Dustin them ass cheeks. Oh, sound like Dustin the Wind. Dustin them ass cheeks. All they are is cheeks in the wind. Everything is cheeks in the cheeks in the wind. She got a good reach on her. All right, what's this one? All right, fellas.
Jiggle.
All right. Well, here you go. Here's one last piece of internet shite. Excuse me.
Drinks.
Bricked up, and then we're gonna get on out of here. Uh-oh.
Daddy. Oh no.
Hey, Daddy.
Last
night was.
What's wrong with her eyeball?
Last night, hey, Daddy. Last night was amazing.
God.
This is really getting a reaction out of you guys.
Man.
Hey, Daddy.
Last night was amazing.
Ass treats. Got your ass treats.
Hey, Daddy.
Last night was amazing. Well, hell, it wasn't just last night that was amazing.
Rough.
Today was amazing, and it was amazing because we had a great chat family. And I'm not ending the show yet. I'm just ending this segment. It was amazing because we just got bricked up today.
the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See out the pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
I'm bricked up. You're bricked up. He's bricked up. She's bricked up. We're all bricked up here, right here on the Vibe, ending a great show today on Thursday. This is the Vibe.
I'm gonna have
Bob.
nightmares tonight.
I was going to leave you with that pleasant one with the ass streaks, but that wouldn't have been too much fun by itself there, Bobby Nick. So, I kind of did that. I'm trying to find a shot we can all get. There we go.
I'm breaking that chick's eye. What the fuck?
I was still picking that chick's ass. Well, there you go, folks. That's how we have fun here on the Vibe every day, Monday through Friday. We just show up and hang out with chat family. I kind of write down a kind of rough idea. I prepare some stuff, and we just put it all together and have fun hanging out. And I think we did a great job of it today. Bob and Nick's a racist, okay? Giggles the bald beaver says, this host seems to enjoy both sexes. Congrats on coming out and embracing the beauty of all people. You son of a bitch. Not true. I repeat, not true. I just enjoy hanging out with chat family no matter what we do. And I'm not even done. This is Thursday. This is just the daytime. I got stuff going on later on tonight. Scott does. Bobby Nick does too. We're going to tell you all about it right now. We're going to start with Scott. We're going to go to Bobby Nick. I'll end it up, and then we're going to ease on down the road. Scott, it's Thursday, buddy. Yeah. Tell everybody about Thursday for Scott.
Thursday for me will be at 7 o'clock Eastern time. With the No Filter with Andrew and friends. Me
That's
and
right.
Bobby Nick and 2K and Andrew and Jerry Shipperdini and the guys all get together and Bobby too.
And I see the corn show got threatened and they're trying to make a comeback because
that's what I was sitting here thinking as I was talking and I was mulling that around how the corn come back. Yeah.
There you go. I know Bobby Nick doesn't hesitate to take shots at other streams and stuff like that in a fun kind of way. He will let you know what he's doing tonight, and he's going to let you know what the superior Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday stream show is when Bobby Nick does his plugs. Now, go ahead, Bob.
Yes, No Filter with Andrew friends tonight, like Scott said, at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's get her done, everybody. Get in there. Fucking participate in the chat. Everybody Scott that said will be there. We'll be there tonight. And then you could probably check me out with Jake Hudson in a few minutes.
And Wendy and Uncle Jack.
And everybody like that.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the Lunatic Lounge at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, that's at Bobby Nick 1978. And then Saturday, check me out in the lounge. I do a music video show, guys. And for the low price of $1, only $1, you can see your music video requests on my show. So go over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show, or just search up The Bobby Nick Show on rumble.com.
There you have it. When you're not watching Bobby Nick, you're just watching Bobby Nick. As far as I go, Thursday nights kind of work out real well because I do 2 shows today. So I'm doing this one now. We're about to wrap this one up. I'll take a little break. And then in between now, you can hang out with Bobby Nick and the No Filter with Andrew and friends at 7 o'clock East. And then we come on after that, kind of after they do a couple, 2-3 hours. We're on at 10 p.m. East tonight on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's the channel of Chris Abels, my comedian and friend. And we kind of, you know what we do. We watch videos, we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We spin the wheel. You guys give us some great Rumble rants, and we have a lot of fun doing it on a Thursday night. So my midweek freaks, I'll see you Thursday night tonight. We're going to start on both YouTube and Rumble, and then after a half hour, the party gets amped up when we go Rumble exclusive. I turn up the music, and we get more of them he dead, she dead videos. And bro, we got like Liz like screaming like out loud like, oh my God, like people are like getting ran over and like crazy shit. So you got to tune in tonight for 100 Proof Podcasting for Replayables tonight at 10 o'clock East. This has been a great fun day. Not the Beast 2098 says, I wonder how many new clips of War Rack Chris found for tonight's show. Well, you're only going to find out if you tune in tonight at 10 p.m. East on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. So check out Bobby, Nick, Scott Fitzpatrick, Stormy, Andrew, and the fellas, all the crew over there, 7 p.m.
Oh, you know what? I got to say something.
What you got?
During this all, I did check out the trailer. It's a quick one for
Naked Gun?
Yeah, Naked Gun. And you know what? I want to see it now. I want to see it.
Oh shit! The trailer won him over. So
yeah,
we'll have fun talking about this tomorrow. I will pull the trailer. I'll pull whatever kind of Tammy rabbit whole thing of videos that Scott has. All that kind of fun. We're going to do it all again tomorrow. We're going to end up the week on a bang because it's Friday, folks. So we're heading into the weekend. So 7 p.m. tonight. Scott, Bobby, Nick, Stormy, Andrew, and the crew for No Filter with Andrew and Friends. 10 p.m. East tonight, 100 Proof Podcasting for Replayables. For Bobby, Nick, for Scott Fitzpatrick, from a wonderful chat family. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. It's not bye. It's just bye for now, and we'll see you the next time we see you. Later.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.